not like a ICE, detainment center or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd think they just run and just load these people up and just, I mean, look, those scooters, those things get like every city you go to, those things are beat all to hell and back. I saw somebody wreck one time. It was really funny. This drunk guy was coming out of this bar and he just face planted. He went off the side of the curb and just face planted. It was funny as hell.
Yeah, these people don't give a shit about, it's not their property, so they probably ragged the shit out of them.
Sounds like they do have a leaf blower with them.
So what is the greens? Is that, what would that be?
Isn't that like tear gas or no?
Yeah, I don't know. Is that green? I don't think that's green, is it? Like the green goblins coming in. Appreciate that again, Steve. Much appreciated, buddy.
The beats are playing.
Yeah, do what Steve said. Hit the like.
Yeah, smash that like button. Retweet it out. Get this out there. We'd much appreciate it. I'm gonna find something else. There's this one guy streaming on this one that I had pulled up. I'll find a different one. It's just pitch black. I mean, his stream is literally just pitch black.
He's on his lunch break. It's been a long day.
Well, he's moving around. I mean, it's like... Uh-oh. Look at, I got the flag core up there in the top right, the little one. Was that somebody pushing a stroller a minute ago? Did you see that?
You know for sure there's some dumbass who would take their baby out in this. Absolutely.
Somebody was just pushing a stroller in one of those. Like, who the hell would walk around and have her get... I saw something the other day. They were talking about there was some baby, and they were like, oh, and look, the police tear gassed a baby. Like, blaming it on the... It's like, the police is like, you brought a... Look, see that? In that top one. They were pushing a baby around.
Bring a baby to a protest. What
Marv's on his way home from work right now, and he's stuck. The cops are holding everybody out. They won't let him onto the freeway, and
I bet he's
just a cluster. He's coming from the airport.
I bet he's livid after a long day at work. He can't get home because a bunch of
I'd be so mad. Yeah, I'd be so mad if I had to do that.
Yeah, he's not impressed. He's like, will you look on the map and tell me which way I should need to go? Well, okay, but I can't guarantee it's going to be a good way. Because I'm sure everybody's doing that to try to get away from that shit.
She's like, I'm live on YouTube, Marv. I don't have the time for this right now.
Actually, I told him, I wish you knew how to live stream.
Right, that's what I was going to say. If he sees anything cool, send him the link. He can
Right.
Hey, what's up, Mama Cuddles? How you doing?
Hey, Mama Cuddles. Alexis, hey.
Yeah, Alexis. I was a kid. And that's back to that. These people, they were like whining and like blaming the cops. Like, can you believe they tear gassed a child? And it's like, I'm sure they didn't look and say, oh, look, there's a kid over there. I'm going to pepper bullet it right between the eyes.
No, because they probably would have sent CPS over there to take the kid.
Right. I mean, yeah, those people should be arrested for child endangerment,
It's no place for kids.
There's no place for anybody.
No, exactly. What are they doing? Why is he pounding on the ground?
Yeah, Steve, I see that a lot too. People pushing their dogs around in strollers. And that might be what it is, but that's animal. You shouldn't have your animal out there. What's up, Grandy? Good to see you.
Hey, Wolf, what's up?
I know, Wolf. I know. We're switching back from a different one. This one is like watching postage stamps. Good to see you, Wolf. Wanda E., good to see you as well.
Yeah.
see if there's anything going on in one of these other ones. These morons over here are still like hating on this building over here.
One of these days we'll figure out how to do this shit all ourselves, Wolves, and we won't have to stream off you guys that know how to do all this.
Baker's doing it right now. He's
There
he's getting it done.
Portland, Andy, and Wolf, they got this shit down. Man, they're like boom, boom, boom. I don't know how they do it. I do know how they do it in the sense of they don't use the program I use. I'm pretty sure.
Right. Crimson Brave, mind your manners, sir.
What's up, Crimson Brave? And yeah, I don't know what this dumb shit is either, Crimson. Good to see you, buddy.
Always Mr. Positivity.
I know.
Brave.
Who else is streaming out here?
Why do they hate this building?
It's
It's
gotta
right
be.
next to the federal building, I'm sure.
Well, if it's a federal building, shouldn't there be like, you know, a National Guard come in and
Wow.
kick them all out or something?
I think they're a little overwhelmed at this point. I mean, all these things, they're not just in cities. This is going on in smaller towns, too. Like, really small towns.
They scream and make noise and play music.
It's kind of weird.
Throw
There's only
shit,
7 people, but they're there.
And then we light them up with pepper balls and hit them with CS gas and all that. And then the protesters are, well,
Yeah, it's
actually
crazy.
training protesters, it's Antifa. And
Yeah,
they-
Gutters. I was saying earlier, I was out at my parents' house. My stepdad was telling me his brother went down to the one close to my parents' house, and it was like 15 people, but they were a bunch of big trucks with American flags were just circling those 15 people, screaming like, you know, USA, USA, and calling them dumb and gay. They said it was pretty funny.
Well, it looks like that one you're looking at right now is actually Portland.
This one here in this Portland.
It says Boop Troop, Portland, Oregon, is the source.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I didn't even see that. Huh. Thanks, Gutters.
I wonder if the chat is saying what it is, but I can't see it. I've got AIDS in one eye, so I can't really see it.
I can't read that tiny chat either.
I just posted that link if you want to go give it a try.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. It says this video is private.
Give me a second.
40 on here? I can't see about a couple hundred. Well, it's our first
Hey,
week,
ma'am.
so that's pretty good.
Turns. Can't wait for the live where Trump sends in the troops here. That would be super crazy. Trump wanted to clean this up in 2020, but Ted Wheeler didn't want it, and whoever their governor is didn't want it. They had marshals there for a while.
Yeah, her name, we call her Kotex.
It's right now.
Let's see what we got here. There we go. Oh, we can bring this one up too.
Electrolyte run of the day. Absolutely necessary.
All right, let me close out of a couple of these ones that are totally useless here.
Right.
I've got a couple of them that are just absolutely ridiculous. All right, here's one Baker just put up. What's going on here?
How come my little avatar is making like little boop, boop, boop? Watch when I don't talk.
Something just happened.
Are you muting yourself when you do it?
No, I'm not muted.
So you're probably getting a little tiny bit of feedback from your headphones.
What do I have to touch to make that stop?
And I have all the audio turned off, by the way, so there's no audio
I got you.
Good. You got the one with the with that building they were at.
Right. We could do the one. You could put the one with like Wolf said, little postage stamps. You could put that in one of the little ones, and then everybody could absolutely not be able to see any of it.
Right.
I mean, that one would be good if they got rid of there's a few of them on there that are just pointless. Get rid of those, I want to bitch at these people. We're trying to restream your stuff here. Will you please do it right?
Well,
I'll be right back.
now we have a custom one. Screw 'em.
Exactly. What's up, Lorraine? Good to see you, Lorraine. Who else got here? Curator. Good to see you, Curator. Dragon Classy. Good to see you, Dragon.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're
I'm
right.
working on different scenes in the back if I can find other ones, and then kind of edit as I go, because I don't know if I want that top right one anymore, because it's just, I mean, who knows.
Yeah, I'm looking for some other ones too, so I'm trying to find.
If you've got one and you want me to put it in the corner, just send me the link, and then I'll find it.
I'm certain. There's these IRL people in Miami. They're just hanging out at bars is all they're doing. So they have it labeled as the protest, but they're just hanging out at bars. Here's New York. It's just a bunch of kids sitting around drinking beer. This one could be interesting. All right, here's one for you, Baker.
Yeah, I remember that Fox 11 one. Looks like it's now gone to a different, they're trying to update people. I don't care about what happened earlier. I care about what's happening now.
Right, here you go.
Okay.
I just put one in there. Look, this is actually a pretty good one here. I'll bring it up right here for a minute. That lady carrying a little kid around with her. What in the hell?
All right, I got it swapped out if you want to change back. Is that in Los Angeles still?
It's not saying where. Let me see. I'll see. Hang on a second. I like the way you name that tab.
What do you mean? Oh,
Your stream name.
that's just for us, right?
Right, exactly. What the hell is that thing?
You might have to refresh.
Yeah, I'm going a little behind. There we go.
I love how they always say we stole the land.
Stole the land.
We didn't steal it. We won that shit fair and square. Thank you very much.
Sorry, I had to turn the audio off of that.
What the hell's going on here?
I have the ability to skip, so I'm just kind of keeping track and skipping where I can. So I'm trying to keep the video streams live.
What do
Dark,
you
you got a link in Portland?
Yeah, I got a link in Portland.
No, Dark, because they got one in there.
Oh,
Dark, are you saying you have a link for something in Portland?
Gutters I'm using OBS.
Ah.
I just made this right when we started, so that's why I've been quiet.
Nice.
Yeah, poor Baker. He's in the background trying to find links and put them in here and create our own one so we're not just stealing everybody else's.
Right.
Thank you for doing that too, Baker. We
Yes, excellent.
just thought
Yeah,
about
no
it.
problem. And I'm flexible. You find something you guys want to put up here, just you know how to get, just shoot me
Yeah, I
the
got-
link and now.
Cool, Dark. I'm gonna fix that right now for you, brother. I almost timed you out instead. There you go, Dark. Go on ahead and post that in there for us if you would. Appreciate you, Dark. Yeah, just post the link. Just post the link in there, Dark. Just whatever you got, just post it right there in the chat, and we'll pull it up.
I'm not sure.
And any ones that you find, anybody that can find Dark, if you find other ones or anything like that, just let us know. We'll pull them up.
Not sure what's happening in that bottom right corner there.
I don't know that guy. Well, I hate to call her guy. I might be misgendering right now. Sorry about.
Can't believe you're homophobic and bigot like
Just
that.
call it a mime,
But
except it's talking. Crimson.
what's he saying now?
He said you literally have every single person modded, and one of these days he's gonna bite you in the ass.
Yeah, probably you, Crimson. I don't care, man. Yeah, I go back and every 2 days or something, and I've never really had a problem. So, you know. We don't do drama over here, and so we don't really gather drama people. So, you know, it's kind of nice. You see that link there, Baker?
I do. Let me give it a check.
What you got?
He's got another view of the Portland thing.
Has anybody identified what building that is? Yeah.
Not yet. I bet it's like probably some kind of. It's got to be some detainment center because they got those bars and stuff in front of it, and these people hate it. You know, imagine having a hatred for a building.
Right.
Maybe it's an ICE building.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It probably is. Yeah, you could probably maybe. I see the angle on this one. You might be able to make the Tel Aviv skyline a little smaller or something because it doesn't look like much is going on there.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff is happening.
I did that just to fill a box.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
I can do whatever you guys want. I'm at your disposal. And
Yeah,
not-
but if
not
you
that
put
with
this
gutters.
one,
Get your
put
mouth.
this one in there, like maybe, you know, vertically over that one or something.
Yeah, I'll just replace it.
Yeah, a lot of these are coming from TikTok. I don't have TikTok. Who's Eric?
Why don't these people turn your camera sideways?
I hate it because they're on TikTok.
For fuck's sakes. I mean, it's the same view we're looking at in Portland with the sideways. I'm gonna not do it yet until they move away, if that makes sense.
I might have another one for you here.
Yeah, because they're in the same area. So
Yeah, Andy said it's an ICE building in Portland.
Okay, there you go.
fucking Portland.
Hellhole of America, I swear.
Like I was telling these guys earlier, gutters, even over here, there was probably 500 to 1,000 people. I mean, I didn't really count. I was just kind of eyeballing it, but there was quite a bit and more than I've ever seen in this town before, and that's saying something.
There you go, Baker. Back chat there. Got you another one.
What do you mean, 500 to 1,000 people bitching over there?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's pretty good though. That's about all they have to bring out at that whole area. I mean.
Yeah, I think this was the only one in the county, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I'd have to look. I don't know. My daughter's like, I wish you could go onto that website. The No Kings website. It's like, go onto that.
You see that Baker back chat?
I do. I'm changing it now.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know if you heard me when I said that.
No, I did. Yeah, I heard you. I was just doing my thing I do. There you go. It's changed.
Nice. There we go. And I'll keep looking too, and we'll just keep doing that when we find stuff.
Yeah. No, I'll just be the producer on this.
I like it. Oh, Mr. Producer.
Mr. Producer.
Mr. Producer, where's the golden microphone?
What's up, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights? Good to see you, brother. And we'll say it again. We do appreciate everybody watching, everybody over there on X as well. Thanks for watching this with us. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday night. I've got so many of these things. I need to mute these damn things. I'm going to go insane. I'm listening to like 50 people talk at once. Mute. And they all sound like, I don't want to say what they sound like. They have very unmasculine voices. Oh, so much better. Now I don't have to hear all these damn.
I can't believe you've been listening to all these at the same time for this long.
I've got, no, it was more than 4. No, I've got, what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different streams open right now.
Oh, that would have made me
I
go
didn't
insane.
realize I was going insane. I was like, holy cow, what's going on with me? Just figured that out. Now, is that a rooftop Korean right there or a...
Shout out 1992 riots, LA. What's up?
Hey.
I don't think that's a rooftop Korean. I don't know. I think he gives people pink eye.
More of a bottom.
I still don't know what city he's in. Up in the top right, Goldman 999. I have no idea what city.
It even says, you put unknown.
I'm putting that up there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey,
I'm
look at
trying to
you
be-
go.
I'm trying to be professional, guys.
Look at you go, man. Oh, my God. We're moving up big time over here.
That's what you get with me.
I appreciate it. See the way that person was running? None of these people have ever played sports in their life.
Nope. It's true, man. Running like Napoleon Dynamite.
I know they all run with their arms at their sides, like they run around. It's like Jesus Christ. Like, could you imagine hitting a baseball and running to first base like that? Like,
right.
Well, it looks like Seattle's lighting things on fire. That's about right. Oh yeah, let's take pictures next to it. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good
yeah, I
idea.
left the selfie pictures in front of a little small thing of trash on the street. You know, it's like, look at us, we're doing something awesome.
We're being productive.
And on Thursday, their door gets kicked in by the police. Hey, we have your TikTok video, buddy.
I mean, look, he's like posing on a what is he on? A trash can or something? Like, Jesus Christ. That person looks like they I don't know. I'm just gonna start making fun of these people. That's what we'll start doing. Let's do a roast.
We got to give them all names. We got to name the top right guy something.
I'm gonna say Kim.
Okay, we got Korean Kim up there.
Hey, fools.
Yes, sir.
Do you mind turning the music down like a tick?
You may turn it up.
Turn it down a tick.
I think he said turn it up. Yeah.
Turn it just.
I think you
just
did
down
too.
a tick.
I think you said up.
Just a tick.
Just a tick.
Just a tick.
One of those big ticks on a dog's back.
There we go. Good. I was re-listening to the stream. It was kind of coming in hot.
All right, there you go. How's that?
Yep. Perfect.
All right.
Man, he is producing the hell out of this show tonight.
I know. He's, you know.
Well, I would have put it in back chat, but I wanted to call you out publicly.
Thank you very much. I like that.
I like that public shame. Let's do it.
Public shame. I appreciate it.
All right, I'm gonna go see if I can find another spot for the unknown location. Looks like that's kind of dying down, and then the Denver one's dying down. So I'm gonna find 2 more streams. So if anybody's got something, post something. I saw Dark posted something else. It's kind of another kind of split screen thing. I'm trying to keep it a full screen, but if you guys have something, send it my way. I'll take a look at it and then put it in there. Appreciate everybody's help.
Yeah, I'm looking on here too, right now, trying to find other stuff. Looks like the idiots on the one have kind of died down a little bit. Let's see what else we got. We'll go back to the Miami one. Yeah, they're not. It's not a protest. The guy's still hanging out at the drag queen one. And there's one person still just streaming in the dark. It's like, I wonder if they even realize that nobody can see what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't
Probably.
know. I'm gonna find another Portland one though.
Gutters, are you still there? Marv probably came home and
No,
was-
not yet. I'm here. He's not here yet.
Yeah, we haven't heard the doorbell.
That's right.
he comes in, he's just cussing in the background.
Right. Let me see. Sitting here looking. God, some of these are just horrible streams. Who is this guy? It's like some of these people, their streams say they're at a protest, but they're not at a protest. I mean, it's just a bunch of people hanging out and having a good time.
Don't tell Gutters that. She'll start yelling at you.
Gutters like
For what?
Hmm?
What am I yelling at you for?
We don't know. We're trying to understand.
Yeah. Why are you mad? I don't get it.
I ain't mad.
All right.
Don't make me mad.
Calm down, Patty.
And we're back to this Miami one's kind of interesting, I guess, even if it's not a protest, though. It's just people partying in Miami.
I was cleaning the house today. I had the YouTube on the big TV and I was watching. I was just kind of listening to it, but every now and then I'd kind of pay attention because it was this guy in Florida and his name is Big Dan. And he sits on the boat dock and films people backing in to get their boats. Oh my God, it's the funniest shit ever. Those people, like, it's probably one in every third rig that backs up can't back. I mean, either they get the trailer in too far into the water and they're damn near driving into the back of their rig, or it's going sideways, or I mean, oh my gosh, it's so funny to watch.
Yeah, these people in Seattle look just. They're still burning trash cans and such. Let me look on here on YouTube.
Seattle's worse than Portland, which means it's really bad.
Baker, have you looked on YouTube for any of these?
Yeah, I'm on there now looking.
That's what I'm looking for too. A lot of them, they say live, you know what I mean? But it's like from today.
I mean, not as interesting, but it looks like Oklahoma City's getting hit with severe weather. I can put it up here. It's like there might be some tornadoes. Nope, never mind.
What's this one? Here you go, Baker. Here's one that looks kind of interesting. Pop this one up there.
All right.
Coming to you right now. Oh, never mind. This is.
I feel like things are dying down a little bit, which is fine with me.
Yeah, I just posted that link, but it looks like it's kind of one of those ones where they're just recapping events, you know. It was a really cool scene. Looked like it was from tonight, but now it's. Here we go. This says Texas governor mobilizes National Guard. You hear that?
Yeah. You have a link?
Here you go. Coming to you. Okay. Working on it.
Oh, no. You're feeding me. We're looking. We're trying to provide everybody some kind of views. So, yeah, that's all good.
There you go. There's one. This is actually a pretty good stream here. Yeah, I hate when people say it's like a live stream. I guess just because it's live, it's just people, you know, restreaming stuff from earlier, you know.
There you go. You know where this is from?
Shit.
That's okay. I'll just make up a location.
What's in well, I think they're doing different. I think they're doing different places. So, because in the description it said Los Angeles and it said somewhere in Texas. It said somewhere, so they're probably popping different ones up. This whole thing with Israel and Iran is probably going to get pretty interesting. Here's a pretty lame one of Las Vegas. I'm not posting it. It looks horrible. Baker, here's another one you can keep your eye on. This might be interesting.
Okay.
Copy. Paste.
Okay, I see it.
And let's see what else I can find. And I'll see if anything happens with any of these.
Yeah, I've got
Right
them
here.
pulled up on multiple screens. So if something happens, I'll switch to it and I'll put it on the 4 blocker here.
Right. We'll just do that. TK, thanks so much for the $4.99 super chat. Does Baker produce any other shows? Asking for a friend. I have no idea. But thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat there, TK. Really do appreciate your support. Thank you so much. There you go, TK, just for you. Thank you very much. I want to see, because you never, okay, so what time is it now in LA?
It's
So it would be
7:20. I mean, 10:20.
10:20. So it's not even that. Okay, here we go. Somebody's getting arrested. I like the way you put "who knows" up there.
well,
There you go.
I don't know where it's at, so I'm trying to be professional in a sense.
I'm assuming that's probably. Well, wait, what does it say on the cop's back?
I mean, it looks like somewhere in Texas because that usually the constables down there usually wear the cowboy hats.
Right.
Yeah.
What's up, Kentucky Blue Balls? Good to see you, buddy.
Let me try to figure out where that's from.
Yes, TK, I do look at the chat. I was up there trying to find streams. You know, I was actually doing, trying to find stuff here. Let me see if I can find another one.
I like to time people out when they complain about nobody reading the chat. We have a guest.
There. I made it probably Texas.
Okay. Hey, look at that.
Just not noticed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't even see you back there.
It's because I've been protesting all day. I brought my emotional support, Democrat.
You brought what now?
My emotional support, Democrat.
Oh, okay. What is that?
I've been out here protesting all day. I'm tired because it's nighttime, and I just want to let you know that we're holding truth out here. The lip side, man, we're looking for Hillary. We don't know what's going on, but we're having a great time. We're partying, guys, on your behalf. So.
Nice.
I'm going to work tomorrow.
That's the emotional support ass, huh? How you doing tonight? How you doing, Missy? What's going on?
Obviously, I need to work on my Brett Bears impression.
I thought it was more like a Bear Bryant hat going on there.
Oh yeah, it's fedorable.
Right. See, LW, you should like that Bear Bryant hat.
Fuck yeah, roll tide. I like it.
The best part is my press pass. If you open it up, it says press team didn't kill himself.
Oh, geez. So what do you think about all these protests going on over here?
I think they're gay.
Fake and gay. I like it.
It's only
Yeah.
gay on the weekends, apparently.
Right.
Yeah, I want to see something kind of kick off. I mean, at least we do see some people getting arrested now. This one
Can we-
guy. What are they like walking him on the
Vote
like
for
trail
Miss
of tears?
Protest, like the worst looking person that we find, like appearance wise, troll wise. Can we have a favorite while we're watching all these protests? Because I think we should definitely have a contest to see who our favorite protester is.
And we got to find some then. Gotta find something that actually look worthy.
I was thinking about making this into a drinking game. Watching protests.
There was one I was watching the other day. I was watching this guy's stream, and it was one of the younger people, and he kept saying "bro" over and over and over again, "bro."
It's probably me.
Yeah. So I was like in the chat. I'm like, every time he says "bro," everybody has to take a shot. It was funny. People in the chat were laughing. They were like, "Oh my god!" Because right after I said it, he said it like 9 times in a row. You guys will just drink a bottle of whiskey.
Well, I'm partying like it's 1999, so.
Now, do you know any links to any of this there, Missy?
I'm working on that right now. As a matter of fact, I went and messages back. I just forgot. I get busy, checking on my emotional support animal for these protests. I'm protesting.
I'm trying to talk Baker into just grabbing his phone and going out there. If you want to really produce for us, Baker.
Fools, can you pull up a clip for me?
What is it?
Moonbeam from PCU.
Can you post it in the back chat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see.
I realize I want to take mine off too. That's not fair.
See if I can find any more of these. Now I'm into all like these streams from India about the protest, and they're all the same. Let's see what.
You trying
Everybody's
to this music? You're killing me, bro. This is gonna be stuck in my head like the next 4 days.
This song, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Right now, someone's getting their ass beat to this song.
Right.
Like that guy up there in the corner right there, he's not doing so good, is he? Nope. He's not doing. This song's playing. It's forever gonna be stuck.
I can change it. We can put something else in there.
I have a friend of mine that supposedly, if they do more tomorrow, he's gonna go out dressed as a taco and mess with people. Today, did you watch the live stream that we did with Enrique Otoro? And,
I saw some. Yeah, I did. I saw some of it. I was out there doing some work and watched some of it. Yeah.
So like we hosted a space and we also like hosted the live stream for them today while they were going to all these protests and messing with people. And Enrique Otoro was pretending to be a what was his name? Pascal or something like that. He made up some fake name and like it was the other guy he was with. I think his name was Aaron. He was going and introducing Enrique Otoro to like these hard leftists, like these these creatures. And they were all like, "Oh yeah, absolutely, Pedro." That's what it was. Pedro definitely, we want to keep him in America. And he's like, "I know. See, I floated over here on Enrique Otoro was saying this." And then finally, like all of a sudden, like one of the liberals like recognized who it was, and everyone goes da da da. Like people started like piling up all over him. It was crazy. It was really funny. Some lady had a bullhorn, and I learned one very important thing today. Number one, if you're going to be live protesting, get a decent mic. And number two, everyone should have a bullhorn at these things. If we all had bullhorns, how fun would that be?
That would be awesome. I would think more people should have.
You just get to play like the march from Star Wars, the Death March.
Let me see. I might have another one here for you, Baker. Let me see what's up.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to be looking up something. Duh.
Missy, if you want to share, like tweet this out to your cool Twitter people.
What my micro penis support group people?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I am dressed in Dr. Sinfipe's right now, so that would make sense.
Here's some people. Air Baker coming to you right now. They're fighting in the streets. Oh shoot!
That you're playing that happy song while somebody's getting the crap kicked out of them. It's kind of sad.
Perfect.
Look at this one.
Oh,
Here you
Spoke Compton. Let me go find that.
Hey, it's coming to you right now.
Okay.
Downtown Spokane.
Look at this guy. I'm going back to get him again.
I'm gonna whoop his ass. I think it's a girl he's fighting with, though.
Well, is it? Are
Or,
you sure
well,
it's a girl?
from, from a distance.
What's the wheelchair people are out? This is just, this is the
Right,
low-hanging fruit
right.
protesting right here. Well, they're
People
magic computers.
start jousting.
Well, they're LARPing. That would track, wouldn't it?
Oh, come on. Don't just walk away like that.
Now you pretend to say racist 37 times. These people.
Yeah, I think that one we were trying to figure out earlier, I'm pretty sure that was Dallas. The one that we thought was in Texas.
Probably so.
That's
Look at all these
Denver.
cops up there in the top left one. Probably Texas. I like the way you labeled that one, Baker. Probably Texas.
Actually, no, Texas didn't turn out today. I had a friend of mine that was really disappointed because he had like 1,500 people like say they were going to come to this thing and like a reserve or whatever. But then the media ran everybody off from actually showing up. So there was only like 75 people that showed up today. So he's real bummed out. He's like, people don't show up in Texas. He's like, it's fucked up. People don't show up in Texas. I was like, oh, it sucks, man. Like literally, like it was a huge event. A lot of people were supposed to show up. Their band canceled yesterday. All these shuttles that were supposed to go there canceled at the last minute. He was like lamenting about it on the in that space today. People didn't want to show up. They were scared. In Texas.
Who?
I don't know. All the boomers that have nothing else better to do but mall walk in the form of protesting.
Yeah, there's
That's what my grandma used to do. My grandma used to walk with her friends in matching tracksuits, and they would walk around the mall every morning, every day. That's what they did, and they would gossip and whatever. And like, then they'd be other groups of like grandmas that also walked the mall in their little group or whatever. And sometimes there was drama, and like it literally like it's a club. If it's not a religion.
Crispy.
Oh, I'm still in the back chat looking at it. Hey, what's up, Crispy? How you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Wanda E. Good to see you as well. So, Missy, how's life going? Everything going good for you?
Yeah. I've pretty much been camping in Florida for like 2 months on and off. And I've been zooming up and down 95 in my little MX-5. I'm having the best time ever.
Oh, there you go. You like that car?
Yeah. It makes me want to befriend alligators. And then I did. Oh, yeah, Yoshi doesn't like Florida, though, because there's too many squirrels, and they all, like, scold him. Because they'll go pee on their tree. And they'll come running down the palm tree and, like, try to scare Yoshi out their yard by, like, barking at him. It's so weird. Florida's different, you know?
I like Florida. That's my favorite state.
And that's because all your friends are Florida men.
Right, exactly. And Florida men are a lot more fun, you know?
Are they?
Yeah.
They're usually a lot more naked. I don't know about fun, though.
Burn.
Let's see.
That would have been a burn.
Every day is Myrtle Beach in Florida.
So the stream we got on top left, let me see if I can find something to replace that with. So many of these are on TikTok. I don't have TikTok. Gutters, you got TikTok?
I do.
I don't believe in clocks.
Well, get on TikTok and find. There's a couple good ones here.
Okay.
Get on TikTok and send. Shit. At least you can like put it in the put it in the back.
Okay.
I'll tell you the name of the people. Here's a good one right here. Are you ready?
It's a good one? Is it a caper?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right, it is THA_ZAZA1.
Did you say that was easy? Because math makes my vagina slam shut. I got confused. What?
Hey,
I don't know what that was.
okay.
You see this one? It's in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah. A bunch of my friends are at that thing.
Oh,
Vegas is wild right now.
me.
They have all those mole people there. Like that's a real thing. There's a shit ton of like these like poor liberal homeless people that live underneath the city, and I didn't know that they were all there. And I've been to Vegas like 6 times. So like I went during Hurricane Hillary, and it flooded, and all the people came out. And then you walk out the hotel, and it looks like a Thriller video. So I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if they're doing like paid protests in Vegas. There's a plenty of people to pull from, to be fake protesters. Have you heard about
It doesn't look like there's much going on there, Travels.
At which one?
Have you guys heard about the Vegas
The one you told me.
Okay, Baker. I don't know what happened to you. Your audio is that weird thing again. You might not want to plug into the other channel.
Fools, did I say probably Texas? Is that because we're guessing, or?
Yeah, exactly. It's like and it kind of keeps repeating, so we just put probably Texas in there. So we're just guessing which one it was.
Miami's taking off. Miami's got stuff going on. That's where Enrico is, and a bunch of other people.
Do they have any streams going or what?
That's what I'm trying to find out right now. Patience is a virtue.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of virtues.
Patience is a virtue.
There's this one guy in Miami. He's been streaming, but he was streaming like some kind of protest stuff. But now he's just been at the drag bar for the whole time. I'm like, what are you doing? He just stopped there and stayed.
So this one, you guys, do you can hear me now?
What's that, Baker? You're kind of crackling up.
Crack is whack.
Yeah, I don't know that one. Now it's not that cool either. What the hell's going on here? Yeah, Gutter, see what you can find on TikTok other than that one.
Can you set up your own window to add to this where you just air the highlights from today?
We could look at some.
That's what she said. Look at a couple of them. I didn't know trainees could get that mad, I didn't think they had any testosterone.
A lot of these guys out there doing this shit.
They
We
all
talked
look
about
homeless.
that earlier.
They all look homeless. Especially the ones in the vests. They're organized homeless, and you should be terrified of that.
The organized homeless. They push their shopping buggies in unison.
Yeah. They yell expletives at your baby at the same time.
Right. Have we got that one? Okay. Yeah, that's that one I just sent you. Down the Spokane. Is that the one, Baker, you're saying wasn't doing much?
The one you sent me was from Vegas, and I don't see it doing much.
I just posted one in back chat that's from Tempe.
Tempe.
Yeah, you gotta actually share the stream, Gutters.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to just.
Well, remember that was
No, I got it.
Not the top stream.
I'm taking a bullet for you guys.
Okay.
What do you mean?
You have TikTok, Baker?
I have a way to look at it.
Okay.
TikTok is totally something you didn't do. TikTok.
Do you have TikTok, Missy?
Hell no.
Yeah, I don't have it. I don't have it either.
My damn phone. They're making mold. The weird stuff's going on. Don't
Yeah.
trust them. It's ching chong ding dong. Not touching my phone.
Yeah, I don't have TikTok either.
Same here.
Here comes another one. This one's that one from Portland. They're beating the shit out of that building.
I hope that song wasn't playing the whole time, fools. Jeez, have some composure.
Which song?
That that happy song you're listening to while we're watching people get their asses beat.
Here you go. Is this better? We'll go back to this one.
Oh, clown music.
Yeah. Watch people get beat up.
We're just gonna watch him get bailed out to this song. That's what's happening
Right.
now. He's getting bailed out.
There's another Tempe one.
Yeah, I think most of these are, coming from TikTok. I don't have TikTok, so I'm not cool. I'm not hip
Got
with
you.
all the kids.
If I had TikTok, I'd be an international superstar. And then you guys wouldn't get me for the producer stuff, and I'd just big time all of you.
Well, you just keep your ass right out of there then.
I've not only been kicked off TikTok, I've gotten a bunch of other people that are friends of mine, not just online but in person, kicked off of TikTok. My last friend, he had like 6,000 something people watching as we played like ping pong in his garage. But I pulled out a BB gun and said the word lesbian, and he lost his account for like 6 months. They're super picky over there at TikTok. Well, they all have to go to work in the morning. That's what it's called, right? TikTok. I love
Yeah,
watching the-
I posted one thing on TikTok. One time I posted a thing on TikTok and they said it was like too offensive or something and took it down. And I was like, wait, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, I could never host micropenis support groups on TikTok. They would kick me off immediately.
Yeah, you probably can't do that.
I only do those so the FBI has to listen.
Oh, here's a good one for Seattle.
There we go. See, Gutter's finding them on TikTok now.
I'm
Yeah,
inviting-
TK, I don't know how Chess could have 60,000 followers on TikTok, but
So do you know who Andrew Meyer is?
no.
He's the Don't Taste Me Bro guy.
The which guy?
Remember the guy that said "Don't taste me, bro" when he called out John Kerry at that Gatesville, Florida college situation? Remember? And they tased him, and he's like, "Don't taste me, bro." Remember the
Mhm.
viral video?
Yeah.
That's Andrew Meyer. I'm trying to see if we can get him to come in here. So he's actually been tased before, so he knows what it feels like.
Have you ever been tased?
Holy shit. Dude, there's so much.
I'm allergic.
I don't even know where to stop or start.
What for Seattle?
Oh, for all of them. On TikTok, there's so many.
Are you getting these, Baker?
Oh my god! I forgot to tell
Yeah,
you.
I'm having
So
technical difficulties. I'll just leave it at that.
everybody, I want you to listen.
TikTok doesn't like to play nice.
The
Okay.
the space I was in earlier, the podcast I was on earlier, is sponsored by a company. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'll find you the link. But it's a company that's an app, and basically what they've done is they put all these international illegals that have snuck into our country, and they made an app out of it where it's like Pokemon Go. I swear to God, this is a real thing. And basically, you get points for finding and reporting illegals to ICE. ICE made a fucking video game. Did you see that?
Who made a video game?
ICE, the organization ICE made a video game, like an app for your phone that's a game, where it's like Pokemon Go, but with all these illegals that are on these lists. And they reward points. You get like prizes and stuff for getting enough points for
That's funny.
yes, they're sponsoring the show I was on today.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Well, so
It's like geocache, but then
and if I can use my points to help out an illegal, can I use it to get Jesus back? And then I was like, can I get Elian Gonzalez? Is Elian Gonzalez like the top tier of illegals? There's so many questions.
Hey, Gutters, are any of those ones that you have there like really cool or anything? Or
Oh yeah.
then post it in the thing. I'll bring it up right here while Baker's working on that. I'll bring one of them up so we can see what it is. Like actually share the screen. You know what I mean?
Sharing means caring.
Let's go to the Seattle one. I think we like that. Oh, wrong one.
Why is this song trying to get me pregnant?
It's just it likes you.
I like watching this little meter maid over here just like cruising to the song, man. That's very much like a move from GTA. I can't believe we got World War III before we got GTA 6.
Yeah, see, this is where they're all at right here is on TikTok. See,
Here, this is.
I'm working on it.
Can we play Can we play? Can we set this up as a liberal bingo? Where-
I just hope we don't make Baker rage quit here.
I have all the patience in the world. Don't you guys worry.
you don't have an excellent sport, Chris.
Thank you, Baker.
My battery is dead in my mouse, though, so I'll be right back.
That's what happened. I hate when that happens. Battery dies.
Maybe it
Okay.
didn't kill us.
I posted it. This one's Seattle.
All right, let's see what's going on here.
It's the one you absolutely hate this view. But
Oh God, I do hate that.
I know. Most of them are doing that. That's how come when they go on these, which is nice if you're going to put a bunch on stream. It does make it a little easier, but you can't hardly see what's going on.
Right. That one. Who is that streamer?
That's Major Hustler.
Major Hustler. Major Hustler. What a name. I
Yeah.
like it.
I know what this is gonna be.
All right, let's go back to this one then, because
Okay.
at least, yeah. It just that's the problem with TikTok.
That's the
Every-
problem with TikTok. It's not the Chinese nationals running it.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's this one.
I'm sending the call out to get you some live streams to add for people that actually know.
Yeah, that would be cool if we could pull somebody. Like, if you know anybody that's there, like, tell them we'll just pull them up on StreamYard. You know,
I'm working on it right now, dog.
it would make it a lot easier,
Mm,
and we could get them to do things.
Like take their pants off for money. Sorry, it was a P Diddy thing.
Somehow I knew she was going to say that.
Everyone knows I only trade in feed pics and not mine.
What else we got going on? Let me see. Let me see. What else can we find? I'm looking for some other ones, but it looks like, why is everybody on TikTok? I hate that with the phones. Turn your goddamn phone sideways, but it
I
doesn't
know,
work
right?
on TikTok. What's that, LW? I'm sorry.
I just say I know, right? It's terrible.
What do they call that? Portrait mode? Is that what that's called?
I hate my phone's camera. It makes me absolutely insane. I have not I can't say I don't know what's happened. I turned into a boomer all of a sudden with my new iPhone Pro or whatever, the 16 one. Camera settings have no idea. I can't take pictures anymore. It's always I don't know what to do with this thing. Okay.
Aren't iPhones for children?
I don't know.
Some snobby ass Android user joke that nobody finds funny.
Beep, boop, bop, boop. Great joke.
I thought it was hilarious.
What's up, Mr. Duggar? How you doing tonight? Good to see you. We got Mountain Goddess in there too. Good to see you, Mountain Goddess.
Oh, I have some bad news. Sorry, guys, not to break the thing, but
You have pink eye too?
yes, no. This is just me trying not to get pink eye from you. I thought it was. I stared Cash Patel in the eyes like cross-eyed for like 2 days, so I gotta wear sunglasses at night now. So Pippi that used to come on our chat, like for when we did Alleged, she passed away like last week. So
Who was that?
the lady that used to come in our chat all the time, when we did our show, remember Hippie to be Cali girl?
Oh yeah. Oh no, she passed away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's super all the time.
What happened to her?
Popcorn lung. She got sick from when she was like a kid. It was like she got chicken pox and like she had a weird virus in her lungs. And she struggled her whole life with breathing. So that's why she's like talking in the chat a lot now.
Oh, I know who you're talking. Oh, wow, that's too bad.
How? Yeah, I follow her. I follow her on X as well. Yeah, she was super nice. What? Like, how old was she?
I think she was 57. But she was, like I said, she was vaccinated, or, you know, whatever. You know, all that stuff. Like, there's a lot going on. I knew for like 2 years, but, you know, I didn't tell anybody because she asked me not to. And it was kind of sudden, but, Yeah, she went out the right way. We did like a space for her, like literally the day before, like up till midnight, the day before she passed or whatever. And she passed early in the morning. So we like, everyone just came in to like see how much they loved her and like pray for her and all of that stuff. So she got to like go in like the best way possible. She got a send off. We didn't know she was gonna die. We expected to get a whole year. But I don't know. We're like,
That's
the
sad.
next day she passed. You know.
Yeah, she was super nice. You know, she always came in. Hey, look, big shout out. Look at that. The occult rejects.
Come on our panel.
What's that?
It's over the Friday the 13th thing. It's safe to get on a panel now. I sent you the stream here, didn't I?
Who's that?
That's my buddy from.
Well, no, yeah. I watch. Yeah, I watch this stuff all the time too. I love the Occult Rejects. I love that show. Everybody out there, yeah, definitely check out the Occult Rejects. Great shows they do over there. I watch those all the time. All kinds of conspiracy, just different stuff, all over the board. I love that channel. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you.
Hey, real quick housekeeping. Can you move me from the bottom to like somewhere in the middle so when people pop up, I can't not see my face? Thank you.
Okay, you are the only person on camera, so I feel kind of bad.
Well, I took all the lights off. See,
Yeah, there you go. I can be on camera too. I'll jump on there.
Rejects. Let me check that out.
No, that's a super cool channel, LW. I can't believe I didn't actually already tell you. I watch almost every one of their shows. I'll be out there working and sit there and tune in. I always just put the yo, but then I'll sit there. Sometimes I throw in some jokes. You know, I don't know that they always land, but you know how my sense of humor is. My sense. Hey, thanks, Crispy. Look at that. Crispy just dropped the link right there. Thanks, Crispy, to the Occult Rejects. Go over there, sub them up. Those are really cool people.
Yeah, I just subbed it up.
That's a not. I don't know if subbing them up is something I would say. Not these days. That's for Jared.
Hey man, I didn't get this pink eye for nothing.
I'm drinking mad. I'm ready for protesting. Like, let's go. I got my sunglasses. I got my hat if I need to dip.
You got your Bear Bryant hat and everything. I mean, you're just, you know,
I got my
totally,
press pass.
totally doing it right.
No, this is genius, isn't it? Though.
All right, I don't know. We either just got botted or something happened, but not sure.
When you have this many amazing people on TikTok in one place, something bad's bound to happen.
Right. No, I don't know. I just saw
I thought someone would get diabetes, but you know, that too.
No, I just saw like the view count just shot up like way up. I don't know if we just got botted or what, but something's going on. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. I don't care where you're coming from, but I do appreciate you. Yeah, Dave, I don't know what's up with that, so we'll see. See what happens.
By the way, the best part about this entire stream that we're doing is check this out. I can come out the closet anytime I want.
There you go, coming out of the closet. Happy Pride Month. Yeah, I know, Crispy. I know. I don't know what happened there, but I don't give a shit. We'll see what happens.
Go right back in. Go right back in. Go right back in.
It is a pretty big closet, though.
I know.
Holy shit, now it just keeps jumping.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
do you have this out on X, though?
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
this is this is streaming on X.
You just see that link. Send me the link to that too. Yeah.
To which one?
The X live stream so I can send it to everybody. I have all these groups for spaces, and I'll just send it out to all the groups.
Yeah, send it out to them. How do I do that? How do I send you the link? Can you just click on my X and?
If a man really loves a woman, like really loves her, and they like to hug and kiss a lot.
Let's see. I guess I can do that. All right, cool. It's in the. I think this is how you do it. It's in the private chat right there. There you go.
Hey, please, you're gonna kill me with this music. Seriously, I'm about to Epstein myself.
I'm gonna turn it up. We can go back to the.
Play Alex Jones emo song so we can watch all these kids cry. to Alex Jones singing.
To Alex Jones.
Yeah, I said that to you earlier.
We're going to do a show coming up soon about all the things that Alex Jones is right about.
Can I bring my friend?
Yeah, you can bring Donkey.
I have a costume for him where he dresses up as AOC's abuela, her missing abuela. And he eats corn chips from Puerto Rico.
Baker, you still with us? Baker's been muted for a while.
Begrudgingly, TikTok is not playing nice with the browsers that I've got, and that's why I'm unable to show it. So I'm working on it.
Okay.
Something about Chinese spyware crap, blah blah blah. I don't know. I'm working on it.
Damn TikTok.
Don't eat your neighbor's pussy.
Excuse me?
The Chinese, they're always like, you gotta avoid those certain restaurants, And Haiti. Anybody Haitian in Ohio? Apparently they're acting up there right now too. In Springfield.
Wait, there's Haitians in Ohio?
Yeah, remember the whole they're eating everybody's pets, Haitians?
They're eating the cat.
Remember that? That was on the articles.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they're eating the cat. They're eating the dog.
They're eating people's pets.
Eating the
Yeah,
dog.
apparently they're acting up in Springfield, like right now too. So my chair squeaks. I'm gonna get that fixed.
Let's see what else I can find. Well, Baker's working on that. What was that video? Let me see if I can find this. Oh, I'll probably never find it now. Too many things. I was going to type in illegals at Home Depot. You ever see that one where the guy, I mean, I'm sure this made the video, but he goes to pick the people up from Home Depot. He like picks the guy up from Home Depot to like work and, all the people in the back of the truck. And then he drives them to the immigration, to the ICE place.
Yeah, I think Ari Shafir did that one time.
Yeah, it's probably who it was. I don't remember who it was, but it was really funny to watch.
There was this show called. Did you watch Wayne? Did I send that to you, TF? The show Wayne, where he does the construction job, and the guy tries to just every time he finishes a job with guys that he picks up from like Home Depot, he just brings them to ICE, so he doesn't have to pay them.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, if this game is legit. This is a real game. They really do sponsor like the what is it called? Forget the name of his podcast. He just started it like last week. But his name is Patriot Rob. I'll find it for you. But
yeah, I actually looked at that earlier.
He was sponsor for that show. He had to read the 8 pages of the article at the end. It was crazy.
Is he doing that? Is he doing that on YouTube or is he just doing that?
He's doing Rumble, and I don't know if he's doing YouTube. I think he's just doing Rumble because of all the weird censorship stuff. Although YouTube's backed off from a lot of that, They've had to. Right. There was too much pressure.
The guy, I mean, he's got a good setup, and I mean, it sounds super clean. I wouldn't mind like getting up with him because, like me, audio snob, somewhat of an audio snob over here,
All day he was just, I just wish I'd be there. I want to punch another liberal. He's like, I punch liberals all the time. He's just, and he meant it.
That's funny.
We had it was so funny because we had literally like the guy that was in charge, like the main person from Proud Boys, the main person from Oath Keepers, Rob, who's a psychopath, me, who's clearly insane, and and a bunch of other ne'er-do-wells that came through that space today. They're just all like arguing over who's got the biggest body count of how many liberals they punched, like legit arguing with each other. They're like, no, you forgot that time. Oh yeah, I'm like, how many? They're 19, 23, and then Rob was like at least 26. I'm like, how many people they punched at these like things? Oh, that's crazy.
That's funny. That's funny. I see a cult reject still in the chat. Hey man, if you want to jump up here, you got? Did you say you sent him the link?
Check your text. I sent it to you in your text.
Yeah, if you want to pop up a cult reject, because I've thought about this before. I'd like to get up with you on a couple things. Wouldn't mind collabing with you, maybe on a couple things. I do like all those. Missy can vouch for that. That I do like all those conspiracy things as well.
He puts the lotion in the basket because
Yeah,
he doesn't want to get the hose again.
yeah, they do a really good show over there. It's always entertaining.
They don't have puppets though.
No, don't have puppets.
I have two actually, because then I have this is a what the fuck did I name him? Oh, this is Dr. Fauci's beagle.
Doctor. Oh no,
He gives-
no,
he gives
no,
bad-
no, 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 no.
He gives bad medical advice.
Oh my God. That was one of the most horrible things ever.
We tried giving half the subcontinent of India Gardasil vaccine so they become infertile. We tried that again.
I wish they'd just get rid of that guy. Like, I don't think he's ever going to be held accountable. Anybody that can walk out there and throw the first pitch of the baseball game that bad is, that just.
Yeah,
it's
I've
just
been
so
trying
wrong.
to make it go viral. So people pressure him into doing this, that we go to Vegas and fight in the Sphere. And neither of us get to train, just me and like Fauci, knuckle to knuckle, I figured the first thing I'll do is break his collarbone, and then I'll just stomp on him until someone pulls me off.
How tall is he?
It's for the Beagles. I don't know. All I know is that they always have a stepping stool for him because he can't reach the fucking rope.
He's wearing, what's his name's? Oh shit. The platform shoes that you see all those people wearing.
But I think that I legit think DeSantis is walking around with high heels inside of his boots.
Yeah, DeSantis. Yeah, he's
Arnold
really
Krenzel,
got,
where you going,
got
where
that
you
going
been?
on.
I don't know. That guy's weird.
So it does look like some stuff starting to, the natives are getting restless, or not the natives, I guess the non-natives
Come out at
are
night.
getting
Whoa,
restless over
freaks
here.
Come out at night. That's what's happening. Freaks are coming out
Yeah.
at night. They're like, this might be an opportunity for looting. So
Yeah, usually when it's about
I have my eye on
Midnight.
TV.
about midnight when stuff seems to usually go bad.
See, I love that Charleston's popping off over there. It's also the anniversary of like the Dylan, I almost said Dylan Mulvaney, that's the wrong one. The kid that shot all the 9 people in that church here, the Charleston 9.
Oh,
Today's the anniversary of that as well. So like they're popping off about all that. So like they got like protests going on, and these are unofficial protests. And like, here's what I know: protesters really hate bridges. So I'm like a bridge away. I feel like fine. They really don't like bridges. They don't go to Long Island. They stop.
right, exactly. Yeah, Occult Rejects. Yeah, I am on social media. Same traveling. I think Crispy just dropped that there. Yeah, there you go. I think I follow
he
you
doesn't have a
on
moniker.
X. I think so. Yeah, just hit me up on there, brother.
He goes under the moniker New York Patriot. So we just call him NP.
NP,
I don't know.
the non-natives. What's up, Scott? Good to see you.
Boogie boogie.
Oh, damn. So I want to see like some of these people go crazy here. I wish whoever was doing the stream, I wish I could call them up and tell them, like, hey, take a couple of these out, make these bigger. Like, we don't need to see that, guy on the top right up there. And what's up with the dude with the,
But they
like,
can't
over here
make
on,
them bigger because most of them are probably from TikTok. Yeah, they are. They can't make them bigger. Well, I guess they can make them a little bigger.
That's why I hope
if they took some of them out, they would be bigger,
exactly. We should grow together. I mean,
Now did you see that right there? They had an
Oh, these
American
people get
flag
crap
morphed
together.
with
That doesn't look
a,
good. I don't
they
like
just
that.
had
Right
like
that
an
one. I
American
hate that
flag
fucking
morphed
flag.
with a Mexican flag.
Yeah, that
What the
pisses
hell
me
is going
off.
on with that?
Yeah.
So they just made Tex-Mex, basically. Is that what happened?
I do like Tex-Mex, but
my favorite story of the day is that they found Jesus and they deported him. Did you see that story?
no.
Cruz. Oh, it's such a sympathy piece. It's written by like The Atlantic or whatever, and then all the other like news organizations picked it up, of course. But it's like this. They're like, Jesus Cruz, but just went to work like it was a normal day. But then all of a sudden, ICE raided, and he got raided too. And like it's just going on like how he's been here for 30 years, and he's been watching cars there for 10 years as an illegal immigrant with an illegal immigrant wife. Oh, but yeah, so like everyone's like has like sympathy for him, but I don't know. He is Jesus. The frick is that?
So I'm looking around. I'm not finding any streams outside of what I've got. I think this one from Texas is just looping over and over again. I found one in California. Some guy just driving around. I did find Batman and Robin doing vigilante stuff in LA, but yeah, that's probably not appropriate for this show. And then Seattle's just doing its thing. And then I had to turn Denver off because I got tired of looking at that guy's face. So I don't see much going on right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave.
TikTok videos, but
I'm just going to leave this one on for now because, I mean, this is kind of showing, I mean, I know there's a lot on there, but it's kind of showing everything that's going on from TikTok right here.
You have to remember, too, like, they're hours behind us. It's not even midnight there yet, so.
Right, that's what, yeah, we'll hang out for a little while longer, see if anything pops out.
I think it's going to get freaky. I guarantee you, something's going to happen. And it'll be about 2 o'clock in the morning, you know. But I'm here for the long haul tonight. I got my Mad Dog 2020 drinks. I got my
Oh,
beer
boy.
Did you bring any extra cocaine?
Yes, I brought my emotional support puppet. I got a press pass, makes me legit.
And cocaine? You didn't you skim past that one.
I am all the time. I'm just frantic Missy. That's what I do.
Okay.
Oh boy. Yeah,
basically we're gonna have to snort her blood.
We're gonna go back to the what was it called? The oh shit, what was it last night, LW? What was the one you did?
Oh, the Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, Bohemian Grove. Yeah, there we go.
The cremation affairs ceremony. Okay, we should take some bets. First of all, and make predictions. I predict that they're gonna form a new Chaz. Probably somewhere up here on the left top portion of your feed. A new Chaz or Chad thing, that's definitely going to happen at some point. You realize that, right?
A new Chaz, that would be cool.
Who do you guys think it's going to be? Which city?
It was probably Seattle or Portland. I mean,
I don't know. East LA's been popping up for a while now.
Well, Tempe is definitely having its fun too.
Also, the Northeast is like insane. You know, it's just if everybody could have just gotten a job, I wonder if this wouldn't have happened.
Right? They'd all go home and go to bed.
yeah. Imagine if they put this much work into working. Wow.
Oh, I'm watching all these fat bitches be like, I should do more cardio.
Well, that's why they're pissed because everybody that's worked, they just sent their asses out of the country.
Oh,
They're like, God damn it, now I gotta go to work.
They've got the liberal mainstream media like just churning out this fabrication that they're taking away their food stamps.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm sure that East LA really loves that idea. But also remember they just had all those restrictions that RFK Jr. put on the different food items and all. And like there was this liberal mainstream like news line where everybody was freaking out that they weren't going to be able to get any food. So this is people reacting to the media right here. This is not normal people like us that do our research and actually read the news articles. This is literally like all the places where you have all the college kids that just graduated a couple years ago and they can't find satisfaction in their life or in their jobs. And Trump scares the shit out of them. Like these college kids coming up right now, the last 10 years of their life was just fear porn about Trump. You know? Every day, all day. So they're
they think and they're so brainwashed now. And I was talking about this the other night. I host these trivia nights in bars, and you see these young people, and it's disheartening to see how little they actually know about basic knowledge that you would think is, and these people have no idea. And I don't know what they're teaching these people in school, but it is definitely not anything worthwhile.
I mean, I think what they teach them is like if we hire 4 black guys and you hire 1 Chinese, how many diversity points do you get? That's what they're learning. Like, remember a couple years ago, there was that running joke about how math isn't math anymore, how 1 + 2 = 5 or something. Remember that was that running talking point? This is the end game for that. You know, this does not compute. This is not math. They were removing these kids, and they are a lot of these 17, 18-year-old kids, you know, that we're seeing right now, because it's past dark, you know. But they all grew up like being taught that math isn't even real. So I mean, what are they to base anything on other than what they've been taught? It's sad, really.
Oh yeah.
Fear. This does not look fun. You know, I've been to a bunch of Trump rallies. That was fun. I watched a lady trip over a caution sign. Literally, it says caution. She tripped over it, knocked her teeth out, came back the next day with dentures in, ready to go.
That's a trooper.
I sat in line for 2 days for a Trump rally and just made friends. I brought one of those like couch things you blow up for 2 days and just hung out in parking lots. You know, waiting for him to like show up, and I got right there in the front of the room. It was awesome. But that was so much fun. This doesn't look like fun. This is just who can scream the loudest, and like they're all big. Like, there's a lot of big girls. You know, they got to get hungry.
Well, that's kind of one of the funny things I like to do when I watch a lot of these, and it's like try to find one attractive person at these rallies. It's almost impossible to find an attractive person at these rallies.
That's what I said. We need to crown, you know, Miss Protest. Let's find the prettiest one, and let's find the weirdest one. Let's give them awards. You know, they should be rewarded for being attractive and that crazy.
Oh damn! What do you think, LW? You still with us?
Yeah, I was eating some peanuts. I know how you love people chewing on their microphones. So.
Oh, I love that mute button. Thanks for hitting it.
Well, I already told her twice. She doesn't listen. I haven't told her it was the clock on the stove.
Hey, what's up, Hollis C. Coon? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, as always. Good to see you, Hollis. P. Digits, have a good one, buddy. Thanks, you know, for always being around. P. Digits, love you, man. It says dozing off, listening, and sleeping. We'll start telling weird stories and make you dream weird shit.
P. Digits, take your hand. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. Gunner's going to start talking dirty to you in the back.
That won't put you to sleep.
I want what she has.
I like to tell really terrible jokes using the princess voice. Like really bad ones.
Oh, Crispy says she's been to a Trump rally too. You know, I've yet to go. I never made it to any of those. They do look like they'd be fun, but they're always, you know, obviously for reasons they have to say, like, you know, they don't announce them a month ahead of time because, you know, the stuff that would happen. But it's always happens on a night.
Olympics. What is it, asshole? What is it? What the fuck's up? What is your Olympics called?
Of slobs.
It's the Slob Olympics. That's the only thing you ever show up for. You know?
Yeah. I know, but the Trump, they only announce them like 2 days before, and it's every single damn time it has been like, you know, I couldn't go.
Well, they had the Clay Clark tours, which it was Reopen America, and then it was Rebuild America, and then it was, you know, of course, like the Trump Train thing. So he had like a pop-up events that you get tickets like a month ahead of time. It's free. Or sometimes you can pay a VIP pass to have like good tickets, but it'd be like churches and stuff. And he went around, like, he had a bunch of those. Those were really fun. I went to a bunch of Brandon Straka's events. I'll be going in this year. I went to West Palm for 6 days last October, and now it's going to be a regular thing. So in October, if you're not doing anything, come down to the Brandon Straka Walk Away event because it's really fun.
Brandon Straka, he was one of the J6 people, right?
No, before that, he was the walk away from the Democrats movement.
Right. He was the gay guy that, right?
Yes, he's a hairdresser.
Yeah,
but
now
he's like
Hey,
he's really
cool.
awesome.
Did
That's
you
my
see
friend.
that
He's very nice.
Yeah,
That's my friend. So he's a good dude. He's a very good man.
Yeah, no, he seems nice. I was just, you know, pointing out the obvious.
He's very funny. He's very funny too, and he's a genuine heart. So I mean, like a lot of the stuff that you see, like the hippie stuff, or just making fun of him, you know, just because he's gay doesn't mean he's not a good person. You know,
right.
If anything, I think it's why he's a good person. You know.
Right. No, I got nothing against the gays.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. What's up, Trojan Conquest? Mitt, the best real estate agent west of the Mississippi.
That's my
Yeah,
mistake.
I've yet to make it. Did do one thing in DC one time. That was a long time ago. That was pretty fun. It was like Diamond and Silk, and yeah, you know, like all those people were there. It was kind of funny. Actually, stayed in like 2 rooms down from Diamond and Silk at Trump's.
My buddy and I rented an Airbnb and with a saltwater pool, and a heated saltwater pool, and just got hammered for 5 days straight with a bunch of Trump people. It was awesome. People went swimming in the pool. I almost got dragged in the pool. Patrick had to drag. He's like, "You're not getting my car seats wet." It's like 3:00 in the morning, and it's just everybody's hammered behind the Hilton, and it's like Katie. What's her name? The cute British lady. Katie. Is it not Katie? Is it Hawkins?
Oh, I have
Really?
no idea. Katie Hawkins. Isn't
Hawkins?
that the day? No, that's isn't that like the
Katie
dance
Hawkins
you
is
go
like-
to, where like the
can-
girl asked the boy to go to the dance? Wasn't that Katie Hawkins?
Like Laura Trump is like one drink away from falling through a glass door. Like that it was an awesome freaking party. So you should go. It was a really good event. And people live stream from it. So you can write it off. Okay,
Yeah,
what's
there
going
you go.
on up here in Tempe? Can someone catch me up on what's, because I haven't heard very much about Tempe today.
I'm not sure.
Tempe?
No.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on up there.
Looks
You
like
know,
they're having
yeah.
peaceful protests just like the rest of them. Isn't it?
It's a whole lot of people just driving around doing.
Right.
Because that's what teenagers do. They cruise.
Yeah, we used to call it
That's what
cruising
gays
the
do
gut.
too. They cruise.
We always called it cruising the gut. Go
Let's
cruise the gut.
let's see if we can see one go by more than once, and then we'll know.
There you go. Join their Discord, discord.gg/woke. Everybody go over there and support them. They're putting that up there. We're just showing what they're putting. So go over there and support them. Gutters, did Marv make it home yet?
Yep, he did.
Okay, so he's not still stuck in traffic trying to get home. He
Kick him back when he
Gutter's
home.
husband's been trying to get home from work, and he was stuck in the traffic from protests.
Can you put that back up one more time for me, real quick, so I can finish writing it down? Please.
What's that?
The link you just put up. Can you put it back up real quick for me, so I can finish writing?
Oh, I didn't put a link up. It just came on the stream. I don't know. I can go back and look and see what it was.
I'll rewind it later and find out. I'm keeping a list of like people that, so I can send them like a DM and be like, hey, just a heads up, you know, we aired your.
No, don't send them that. They might copyright strike us.
I'm saying like other people that are coming in on the panel, not the people that are right now protesting in the street.
Right. Okay. No, that was whoever this stream is right here. That was there. They put that up.
If they cross the streams, that breaks the rules.
Baker, did you flip the board on the other one?
Is
No,
there-
I'm having to sacrifice myself and sign up for TikTok so I can do this.
have you checked to see if anything's popping off in Britain right now or France? Because I heard that they're going to be doing something similar.
What are they mad about?
I don't know.
Is it-
Father's
Just about
Day and
to
they're
ask.
napping out for a pack of cigarettes and never came back. I don't know.
What
But
are they mad
right
about?
now they got all that Tommy Robbins and stuff going on, so that's feeding into, you know. So you might want to check to see if they're doing anything to add to the stream that's popping off in the UK.
Huh? Yeah. I have no idea. I'll look and
I'll ask my
see.
friend Small Balls to come
Well,
on.
I'll let. Hey, Mr. Producer, could you get in? Could you get that going there, Mr. Producer? I'd be like Mark Levin over here. Mr.
I
Producer.
wasn't listening. What was that again?
I said that I'm gonna send like a link to my buddy who's in the UK, who's in the middle of all that, because he does live streams as well, and he'll let us know if there's anything going on over there. So we
Yeah,
can-
there
we
you
can
go.
as well.
Oh
Is
yeah, Sadie Hawkins, Lorraine. You're right, Sadie Hawkins. She said Katie, and I was Katie Hawkins, Sadie Hawkins.
No, it's
is
the
the
Under
name.
the Sea dance. The Under the Sea dance.
The Under the Sea dance.
Yeah, from Back to the Future.
I thought it was in. Is it Under the Sea? Enchantment of the Sea.
Dang it. Well, I just lost that trivia question.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, leave it to me to correct you. But Lorraine corrected me, so good job, Lorraine.
Well, she did get hit on by her son. That's got to be traumatic. Wait, the other way around. Dyslexia.
Not talking about Lorraine. We're talking about Back to the Future.
Yeah, for Back to the Future. Remember, she's like, Calvin Klein. I'm like, ooh, that's gonna bother her someday.
Yeah, that was kind of a creepy thing about that movie. It's like she's over there like hitting on her kid.
I liked her in Space Camp.
I didn't see that.
It's the one where she went to like all those kids like got trained to be astronauts. It's insane. And then of course, the Columbia ship exploded and they shelved that movie basically. But it's a classic. It's a cult classic. What is going on? Okay, so TK, I sent you that list of all those events that happened on Today in History, right?
Right, I did see that. Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah.
Did you see some of the crazy stuff that's on there? Like, for example, today is the June, like the day they're doing this protest on, which is also Donald Trump's birthday, which is also Father's Day tomorrow, which is also like, I guess, people just flipping out for no reason. But there's all these different things. Auschwitz opened on June 14th. The United States flag. It's the anniversary of the United States flag. Is that this day, like the 1700s, 1777? Right. That's June 14th. Like, it's really crazy. All these different countries. Like, when you think about the occult, and the symbolism and all this stuff, and the pre-programming that they instill and stuff, because they have to tell you what they're doing. It's part of their religion, and it is a religion. But from all that stuff, like when you start looking at all the stuff that happened on June 14th throughout history, it is an insane. That's the day Hitler met Mussolini. That's the day Hitler met Heinrich Himmler. Not Himmler. Excuse me. I forget what the other one was called, but that's when he met like his number one guy. Like two of his main people that he started World War II was on, and Auschwitz started on June 14th. So there's a bunch of crazy stuff on that list. A bunch of countries that formed. Remember, it's no kings, right? So what does that tell you? There's just a lot of interesting stuff with today's.
And I still don't understand the no kings thing. Nobody has explained that to me. I mean, LW did kind of earlier. It was just a thing.
Because they're saying that Trump's gonna because they started a Blumenon theory, and this is like being. I mean, literally, our senator said that. I sent you that speech, didn't I? Where he was at the protest today, and he was talking about how they're planning to cancel the midterms. That's what they're being told. They're being told that they're going to cancel the midterms, and that he's just going to declare himself king. So that's what this is about.
King Trump.
It's a Blumenon theory. It's insane. These people are nuts. They literally can't read, I think.
I don't think he wants to do that, but they are worried about that. When he posted that one thing where it was like, Trump 2016, 2020, 2050, he just kept going on and on. Remember, they got all upset. That was hilarious.
Well, I have a theory that this whole Elon Musk, Epstein Trump thing is really, I think it's a fake fight.
Yeah, I don't think it's a fake fight. I think
that they want to put pressure on these people to produce the Epstein files, and I think it's pissed a lot of people off. Because they didn't realize that how long it had been, and they said they were going to release them right away, and they haven't done it. And you saw Kash Patel tap dancing cross-eyed on Joe Rogan's podcast, looking like he was sweating through his chair. You saw like what he said, that we'll get it to you. It's just going to take time, right? But I think that the whole Elon Musk thing, that being a fight, first of all, it gets him out of the Doge thing, which means he can continue doing that work, but not having the spotlight on him. It's genius.
Well, he was going to be done with that Doge thing in 2 days before he actually walked out anyway.
Actually, that's not true. Because I was supposed to be.
That's what he said at that thing that they had, the press release that they had with Trump and Elon. He said, "I'm going to be done in 2 days, anyways. I'm leaving now, 2 days ahead of time."
I was actually offered a job at Doge for not their first wave, not their second wave, but their third wave cuts, and that was supposed to be in 2026. So. He was not planning on leaving in 2 days because.
Well, I think. Well, wait a minute. I do think there is something to that because I think being like a non-government, like there's only a certain amount of time he was allowed to be in that position
Yeah.
anyway, without being I think there is something to that. He was out the door
I
anyway.
haven't been handed a single piece of paperwork saying that I'm not hired for that job yet. I've sent emails and they've come back telling me not to be concerned.
Hey, Crispy Treat, is today your birthday? Today's your birthday, Crispy Treat? If so, happy birthday. Tell me if it's your birthday. If it is, we'll sing happy birthday to you. We'll slaughter the whole thing and sing
Fools
happy
will break
birthday.
out his violin.
No, I'm not doing that. It's
I
actually
will write
upstairs.
you a birthday song using AI.
There you go. And that, and you know, that is the best thing. LW, you still with us? I think LW's out there.
He's
Why are you talking
nuts.
like you
He's
stick
eating
with
his
us?
nut.
Fine. Are you still with us, Pop? You okay?
All right, you still with us there, Baker? How about you, Baker? Baker, you don't have to sit back there, Mr. Producer. You don't have to sit back there and do all this. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm about to give up because it is whatever reason TikTok is not happy with any browser I use, and it won't let me.
Just join in the
rebroadcast
fun.
it.
Fuck that. We got this stream going. It's all good. Yeah, you know, fuck it. We've
Hey, good
already
enough
got
for me.
Yeah.
Actually,
Just
it
have
would be
fun,
super
man.
helpful
You don't have to
if-
do all that. Hey, there's your link right there. They posted it again.
Screenshot, motherfucker. Sorry. Excuse my language. Yeah, don't worry about all that because I've been inviting people in, and they're probably getting dressed or getting their camera set up. So there's a bunch of interesting people that I've asked in, and I'm not gonna say who it is because I don't want anybody's hopes up. But some pretty interesting names on the list.
Well, that could be interesting.
Well, I brought a packed lunch. Actually, beers and a pack of cigarettes. I'm ready. I'm up all night. Let's go.
Did that
Well,
also come from your
Beagle?
Coke dealer?
Oh my God, the beagle, the
Cut his
beagle.
vocal
is
cords,
scary.
you know, so he wouldn't make any noise though.
All right, Crispy says, well, come on, Crispy, tell us, is this your birthday or not? We gotta know. I got to know, like the Dirty Harry shit. I guess that was actually Magnum Force, I think. We do appreciate everybody being here, though, hanging out with us
Which one's
on
real?
this Saturday night. Everybody watching over on X, really appreciate you being there, and there are quite a few people watching over there. So appreciate each and every one of you. Please make sure you sub up to everybody there. Retweet it out if I guess it's called Missy. Maybe you know that. Is it retweeting or re-Xing?
I just say sharing the method of post, or I say posting. Sometimes I say tweeting because I don't give a shit. Who bought that?
So Gutters, tell me this: what did
Here's your
Marv
first
say?
question.
What did Marv say about his drive home when he got home? Like
He said
how
it was
did-
a nightmare.
So what happened? Tell us.
Well, he didn't go into great detail because I came back in here, but to begin with, he called me and said, okay, the cops have it stopped at the exit, so I can't get out. And if I'm going to have to go through a really shitty part of town to go to the back way home. So he basically took back roads and back streets to get onto the back road that he had to get home, which took him an extra, I don't know, hour and a half, almost an extra hour at least. And then there were cars, all the other people were doing the same thing he was doing. So the traffic was just a nightmare. So, but he said it was fine once he got away from the back road, the back streets, and was able to get onto the back road to come home. So yeah, it sucked, but he's kind of used to that now that we've, dealt with this shit a few times. He's kind of got an out where he knows the streets he can take to get out of there. So it kind of does help.
That would be horrible. I would
Mhm.
hate that. And I've said this
Mhm.
before. Like, what if it was an emergency and you're sitting there and you're trying to get to the hospital or you're trying to get, doing something, and there's these people in the streets and they're doing this. I'd lose my mind. I'd probably end up in prison.
So
Yeah.
one of
If
the
I had to
things-
go pick up my kid from school and ran into that and I was running out of time, somebody's going to have to deal with something.
that's kind of why, when I drive, when I go anywhere, I'm always thinking ahead of time, okay, if we get stopped right here and can't, there's somebody in front of me and somebody in back of me, what am I going to do? Well, one of the things I always try to make sure of is I leave enough room that I can get out of wherever I'm at. Even if it means I have to stop like a whole car length that, behind somebody so that I can either take a right or a left to get away from that, for whatever reason. I mean, there's hijacking, there's all kinds of shit that can go on. So I'm always thinking about that stuff. When you live in these nasty ass cities, you have to.
I'm super irresponsible. I have like an MX-5 convertible, and I just like leave the top off like all the time. I'm like, maybe I probably shouldn't do that in this neighborhood. Yeah, I'm so irresponsible, and I ride people's tails. I'm working on it though. I realize it's a problem. I just drive like an idiot. So I mean, it's awesome that you're being cautious because.
Could you imagine riding with Missy?
Oh,
Well,
yes,
there'd
it's very
definitely be
easy to
some
imagine.
indents
I just
in the
want you to do
dash.
this.
Something tells me riding with you would be very, very stressful. Like,
No. It's not. It's not stressful. The stress is that like I don't give a fuck. So
Oh
like,
yeah, I'm sure that's what your passenger thinks too.
I'm like,
She don't give a fuck.
Like truck going like 90 miles an hour in my little speed car, like.
Of course, you're by yourself when you're in there,
It's house
right?
call. You can't tell me nothing.
Oh boy.
My car is fun though, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, it's terrifying, and it's really low to the ground too. And it feels like it's made out of plastic, although it does have the highest safety ratings for convertibles. So, but it's a very low to the car ground. These big trucks, when they go past me, my car it's a little bit sketch.
I like those little cars like that though. They're fun.
You can't fit in them. You're too tall.
Well, yeah, I can fit in them. I can.
With your knees.
It's not comfortable. It's just not comfortable. What's up, Mr. Duggar? Good to see you back over here, buddy.
Duggar.
Oh, our legal counsel's here. Fantastic.
Yeah, our YouTube lawyer, Mr. Duggar. Did you know that Kathy Griffin actually gave a shout out to Mr. Duggar? I think I got it right here. Look at that.
And keep having as many Duggars as possible. So it's going to be a Duggar America, everybody.
She looks like someone dug her up.
Yeah, she's horrible.
Did you guys pay for a cameo for her to do that?
No, she was talking about the Duggar family, with all the kids.
Yeah.
And with Trump and Elon and with the whole thing, and she was mad about, having people having more babies, and it's going to be a Duggar America. So she was trying to be sarcastic. So I stole that and put the flag behind it for Mr. Duggar.
Aren't you glad that she doesn't have any children to pass her beliefs on to?
She's horrible.
I feel sorry for her. But I mean, like, I don't feel sorry for most of these people. They're insane. But she's just not very bright. I feel bad for her.
No, she's a moron.
Right. And she really is unfortunate looking. I mean, she's tried to have every plastic surgery in the world, and you can't fix that. Like, that's unfortunate.
She looks like Andy Dick in a wig.
No, Carrot Top.
Yeah, it does kind of look like Carrot Top.
I think she looks like Chelsea Handler.
I'm trying to remember what she looked like.
Can you believe that Chelsea Handler used to date 50 Cent?
Did she really?
For like a long time. Yeah. Oh, and good news. Ashanti and Nelly got married.
I don't even know who that is.
Nelly, Country Grammar. Ashanti, the one that didn't go down in a plane crash.
Who is Nelly? I've heard that name before, but I'm really white. I'm really the white guy. I don't know who. I've heard the name Nelly, but I couldn't tell you. Is that an actor or a singer?
I think he's the guy that peed on people.
No, that was R. Kelly. I believe.
Good. Okay.
I believe he was. I love R. Kelly. When I'm having a really bad day and I'm in like the airport and everyone's pissed off and like it's bad, I'll just randomly sing out like, "My mind keeps telling me no," and everybody will respond back, "But my body telling me yes." So if you're in a bad place, like here at one of these rallies or these protests, and it's not going well, just say that. Everybody will be in a better mood instantly. Oh, these people are such trolls. Oh God. See, that's all that That's the protesters for Hamas right there in Seattle.
So what's going on with the Diddy trial? We haven't had Crispy come back up and tell us. She's been keeping us updated.
We still have a baby oil shortage.
What's happening? Anybody know?
The maid just went up on the stand, and apparently, like, she's the one that reported him in the first place because she found a Polaroid picture in the trash she was burning of a little girl that went missing, and she reported him to all those agencies, and that's why he got raided. Crazy, right? Oh, and there's all these. I mean, Britney Spears testified. Let's see. Justin Timberlake testified. Justin Bieber testified. There's all these like crazy people coming out of the woodworks, like people that he worked with before, like testifying. Like this has been a problem for a very, very, very long time. I mean, there's no way that man could, without a wood chipper, there's no way to really get justice. You know, he's done too much. He had too much like leniency. It's just sad. He killed that woman though. Apparently there was a situation where remember I told you that the maid reported Diddy to the FBI and the Department of Justice, and all these people handled it because of the missing girl that she had the Polaroid of, right? That was in Diddy's house with him in it, right? That she found in the trash like 5 or 6 years ago. She finally, her conscience got to her, and she's the one that reported him in the first place, right? But here's the thing, like when they raided it, they found all these other missing kids. There's so much more to it. But the maid testified that she would come and clean up after these parties or whatever, and it was just so degrading because it's just like bloody, like hoods, like just all kinds of messed up stuff. So she was like the big surprise witness. It's just he's just nasty. He's a demon, you know. It's demonic what he's doing. It's weird sex magic rituals and stuff.
Yeah, I saw, like the one thing with P. Diddy, I saw there was a weird video that went out of him in the hotel, like beating that woman up in the thing, and that was pretty bad.
Okay, but remember his wife, his first wife with the twins with him, like kids with her, whatever. She died mysteriously of the same exact symptoms from the same exact doctor as Brittany Murphy and her husband Simon Monjack at the same time. By the way, that's the same time that Polaroid from the little girl that went missing. So it's speculated that she was going to go to the police or something because she knew about him killing that girl, and that's why he killed his first wife.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what'll happen with all that. I think it'll be interesting.
If it's anything like these congressional hearings, somebody will get arrested.
Well, nothing will probably ever happen. So, somehow he'll probably. I keep waiting for him to, hang himself. Yeah, be like, oh, yep, he hung himself in prison.
No, my press
like
pass
Epstein.
Prestine killed himself.
Oh, come on, traveling fools. You saw Cash Patel. He said he there's no way that he did.
I've been in all these prisons. You've seen the footage. If you saw what I saw, you'd be like, oh, this is an open and shut case. Oh, we got footage. And he's talking about the first video.
I hate that with the Cash Patel thing. Like, him and what's his face? Who's the other guy? Dan Bongino, they yelled forever that there was no way, blah, blah, blah. And then it was like, we had a little meeting and now we're just going to tell. Oh, yep, he definitely hung himself. It's like, case closed. Nothing to see here, folks. Park's closed. Didn't you see the moose?
The only reason I could think of is that he would do that. That's distracting. The only way that I could think of that he would do that, right, is to sit on there on Joe Rogan's show and not tell the absolute complete truth and nothing but the truth, is because either A, they're about to drop a bunch of stuff where they have to get like these celebrities when they can't run, maybe, because he's working closely again with the DOJ, and he's saying that this stuff is coming out, and he kind of kept giggling when he said it, but it was kind of like a little smirky giggle. People would say it's because he's nervous because he's lying. I think he might know something we do not know. If you guys haven't noticed, while we're watching on these protests right now, they've saved I think it's over 2,000 children from trafficking in the last 4 days. Have you seen all that?
Yeah, I have seen some of that, but I'm still under the, and I said this from the beginning, that Epstein was CIA. I still
He was
think
Mossad,
this.
too.
I
He
still
was
think
Mossad.
Epstein was CIA. And I
That's
don't think he
real.
hung himself. I don't think he blah, 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 any of that. He's disappeared. I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a conspiracy theorist, but I don't believe.
Did you see that
any
John
of that.
McAfee's posting again? And
Well, who have they arrested? Who are the customers of these?
no, John McAfee, who is dead, there's posts showing up from his account now on Twitter.
No, I know that. I'm still talking about the other thing though.
Oh, sorry.
Like who? They haven't arrested any of the customers. Who did Ghislaine and Jeffrey traffic these kids to?
Right. I mean, that's the damn thing. Because how is she arrested for doing something where there is nobody that did a crime?
Right. How do you traffic
there
somebody?
has to be people who did the crime that she was, setting them up for. Those people have to exist. If they can prove that she was doing this, where are those people? Yeah, it's the whole thing's bullshit. Is she even really in fucking jail? Who the fuck knows?
She has a submarine license, and her dad was freaking Robert Maxwell, who's buried in the olives. She can do anything she wants.
It's all bullshit.
Well, again, John McAfee has been fake arrested before. He set up the Cuban. I know because he called me. The Cuban government or whatever thought they were getting him and all of his guns because they were I guess they don't have a lot of guns in Cuba, and they wanted to commandeer his boat, But he had another guy that was this homeless dude that he hired in Guadalupe to pretend to be him, and because he intercepted the radios. So he had some guy. They were like, John McAfee's been arrested in Cuba. John McAfee, and it wasn't him at all. It was some dude that he set up to pretend to be him. He sailed off somewhere else out of international waters or whatever. So when I tell you that he's crafty, I guarantee you when he when he sailed that boat away from his location in Georgetown, the Bahamas, there was probably 50 to 60 devices, computers, phones, whatever, because he would get a new phone, get a new laptop, right? And it would get hacked and he'd just throw it overboard. Yeah.
Huh.
John McAfee. But anyways, his wife Shayna says that she's got a TikTok channel and that when she posts videos that he recorded before, she's like, these are all old videos. There was these are new videos. But she goes, no, these are old videos that John filmed before he died. That's what we're being told.
My brother and him and his wife, they were doing the offshore diving, on the vacation. It was one of those things. It was after the Epstein thing had gone down, but one of the tours they took them on, they're diving. They're like, now you're gonna dive in front of this is the Jeffrey Epstein Island. They're swimming in the water. They're like, ugh.
I've noticed that there's no protest on Jeffrey Epstein's Island. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, none at all.
I think that we should protest on Jeffrey Epstein's Island. I think we should have a regatta, a flotilla out there where everybody just gets their boats and hangs out outside of Epstein's Island until someone solves this damn case.
Yeah. Hey, Roll Tide 99. Good to see you, man. Trivia tomorrow night. Yes, sir. Trivia tomorrow night coming back. We do have live trivia going on tomorrow night. Yeah. Last week I had to cancel because I had a bunch of work I had to finish, but we do definitely have trivia tomorrow night. I'm almost done uploading it all in there. So make sure everybody tunes in tomorrow night for trivia night. You get a chance to win some prizes, stuff like that. Make sure you're here. Be here or be dead.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
What'd you say?
Yeah, trivia tomorrow night. Be here or be dead. It's like a tractor, tractor pull or something like that.
You're scaring Yoshi.
Yeah,
Look,
sorry
I was
about
trying to
that,
swim.
Yoshi.
What have you done?
Oh, what is this? Look at that. How old is that dog?
He's swimming.
How old is that dog?
Not very bright dog. That's how many years he is. He's 18.
18.
8.
Oh, I thought you said 18.
Every time you hold him up, he starts swimming. See, he's terrified. You gotta wonder how Chihuahua's one of the 8 pre-Columbian breeds make it out of the filter that was the sickness and all that came out. And Chihuahuas are one of 8, and people are like, how did they survive? Because their preset is just to start swimming. You swim?
I never had little dogs, but we got this little dog now. I love the little dog. It's so easy. You know, nice to have.
You know, I think that this protest and stuff's a big giant fucking nothing burger.
I know.
If you're not there, it's always sleight of hand to these people.
Yeah, these people, they're not doing anything. 2020, those protests were, was it 2020? Was that when it was?
No, 2021. Yeah, I guess 2020, yeah.
Yeah, those were insane. These people are weak.
Yeah,
they
these people
got
are amateurs.
like,
Honey, they all have diabetes. They all got type 2 diabetes. They've been living off food from SNAP for the last 10 years. If they're not in college. And completely bereft of like a brain.
Now, I'm glad nothing happened. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that everybody peacefully went out and made their voices heard. I'm glad they, went out and exercised their First Amendment rights and right of assembly. I'm happy for all that. But with that being said, traveling's here to see shit burn down.
Right.
Well, what we need is people to get on the streets and egg them on, like by dressing up as tacos. I was thinking about wearing my Scarlett O'Hara, costume and just seeing what I could provoke, But people are like, don't do that. You get your ass beat. So.
If you walked around, go to one of those and wear a Scarlett O'Hara costume. That would
Well, I sent you that video that I did about when they first did all the lockdowns. I dressed up as like a Southern Belle and I stood up on top of a chair and I said that we should go back to wearing hoop skirts if we really wanted a distance from each other. And I did a video about it. You saw that. 6 feet. It's exactly 6 feet wearing a hoop skirt. I'm just saying.
Crimson Brave in the chat. Yeah, I always say bad things. This is what the fuck did this idiot just say? I love Crimson Brave. Crimson Brave, I hope I get to see you soon, man. I like to see you. I'm gonna punch you in the arm next time I see you. Yeah, these Baker, like you were saying, these protests, they're really not that big of a deal.
No.
Well, they're not very bright.
Well, so the other thing that I've noticed, and this is just from my feeds, is that a majority of even like the Israel conflict with Iran, a majority of the news seem to be skewed more towards feeling sorry for Israel in the whole ordeal. Aren't they the ones that fucking started it?
They do have a tiny violin.
I'm just tired of getting drug into this bullshit in the Middle East.
Yeah, I think Israel's one of those good neighbors to us, but aren't we done with it's? Why do we have to keep doing this over and over and over again? And not that we're doing much, but like we were talking about before, you can see this turning right back into, what was it, 1992, 1993. Like we'll end up right back where we were then, and I don't want to end up there.
I don't either.
What in what year?
Like 92, 93, right in there. When we went there,
By the way, it was also the anniversary of Iran becoming a country. Also the anniversary of the recent whatever head of their government is. He was elected in 2014 on June 14th. Weird shit, right?
When is Juneteenth?
I think it's the June 18th.
So that's coming up.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
We should do something.
I'm not sure.
Always hear that word. LW, you know what Juneteenth is.
We hung out we partied on Juneteenth.
It's when everybody
did. Yeah, wait. Yeah, that's right, LW. We did. We were together on Juneteenth. That's right?
What's that?
Did you drink like Hennessy and like?
We did.
Rock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dude,
We had the 50 ounce. Yeah, the 40 ounce. 40
pineapple
ounce.
flavor. You can't get any blacker than this.
Gutters, you still with us?
We done past an old English for our homies. It was fun.
Yeah. 40 ounce.
You ever played Edward 40 Hands? You should put it in your Special Olympics. Edward 40 Hands. You just never heard
I played that when I was 16 years old, and he was a pain in the ass to get out of the back of the Camaro.
Edward Forty Hands.
Wait, did you just say you played Edward 40 Hands in the back of a Camaro?
Yeah, and you had to get out of the Camaro because he had 40 hands.
Who
and
was
he-
driving? Bill Cosby? Just get in the back seat and we'll hang out in the Camaro.
Jesus Christ. What did you guys sign me the fuck up for?
Reading books to the children at the library and drag. All the old ones quit. Oh man.
Bill Cosby. Crispy
I hope
stuff.
Canada is looking at these ICE raids and not getting any bright ideas about becoming the 51st state.
I don't want Canada as the 51st state. A lot of people you see, they said, and I know that's just like a trolling thing that Donald Trump is doing. Greenland, I would take Greenland because there's only like 58,000 people that live there. That wouldn't skew. That wouldn't skew. Wait a minute. That wouldn't skew our like voting for things or anything like that. But you look at the way Canada votes. The last thing we need is that.
Well, yeah, I mean,
think
when you
we
look,
go very wrong, and I think when you use the Canadian sorry tax to pay for it, you should be given an allotted number of sorries due to their social credit score system that you're allowed to say in a day. If you say sorry more than 5 times, that's going to be $2 Canadian because inflation. For every extra sorry, it's going to first of all clean up their vocabulary, and people are going to start apologizing like needlessly to people. That really takes away from actual sorries. And then on top of that, they can pay for both of our walls, and they don't have to come to the 51st state because like. We'll just get Justin, Trudeau to just take it out of their checks and freeze their accounts. I mean, he has no problem doing that, right? We don't have to ask permission, right? Alberta.
What was that? Wait, hang on. LW, what was that?
oh, I was just going to say about Canada. When you look at the election and the electoral college, people win by like 60,000 votes, and you're going to add a country with 31 million people who their version of a conservative is like John McCain, and their majority leftist. Like, you'd only have one party in America if they joined.
Yeah, they would totally. I mean, I know that's a trolling Donald Trump thing saying that.
We have one party right now.
But Greenland, I would take Greenland because Greenland is, there's only like 58,000 or 60,000 people that live in Greenland. I would take that, but yeah, not.
Using Dave Chappelle's Robert Rules of Order of how to have a actual argument. Which state should we draft first? Because I don't think we should go for Canada or Greenland. I think we should go for Puerto Rico because I'm really worried about AOC Sopuela. They're gonna be pissed if we don't make them the 51st state first.
We gotta put a roof on our house.
And Canada's gonna have to be the 54th state. But Alberta's
Troy V. The problem with Canada, it's full of Canadians. Good to see you, Troy V.
They're fake polite, They don't really mean that stuff. I'm glad they have Jordan Peterson to talk them through it, though. In his like sweet Kermit the Frog voice,
Is he Canadian?
Oh fuck yeah.
Okay, I never knew where he was from, but
Canadian.
remember when he got what was the thing he was doing, like a stream, and he kept bitching at everybody about like making sure everything was clean and doing this, and then he was like in his background, like his whole house was a wreck.
Oh, he was addicted to pills for a while. You didn't hear about that?
Oh yeah.
My wife died of cancer, didn't die. She had cancer, and because he couldn't deal with her having cancer, he came up with an addiction and ended up in the hospital for like a year. By the way, she didn't die of cancer, so he just created more health problems. Yeah, anybody who's in that kind of spotlight, they're going to be tortured. I'm watching like Tim Pool lose his shit. Like he's not talking sane anymore.
I just wish he'd lose that goddamn beanie that he wears all the time.
Because he's bald.
I had the guy a hat.
Oh, he's bald. That's why.
Why? But he can wear a hat. What's that, Gutters? What are you saying?
It sounds like the cops have just left Seattle to defend for themselves there.
Chaz Chap, that's it. I told you it was going to happen. I told you.
Wait. So what do you mean he just left Seattle? What do you mean?
The cops there, they just left all the people there to destroy shit.
So they're just letting
they're
it
not
happen?
there no more. The cops
So
left.
it's Chaz 2.0.
You're not winning this by saying Seattle, Missy. You're not. I picked Portland, so
I bet it smells awful. I bet that place just smells awesome.
It looks like a dump. I mean, where all these people, they're all pissing all over the place. It's got to
They've
be
been doing that for a
disgusting.
long time.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't
like,
have enough toilets
trash.
because they don't build toilets. They built everything else they need, like getting them drugs and making sure that they can steal people's property and all that stuff. But it would be really, really impossible for them to have to actually take care of these people by giving them bathrooms.
Oh, it's
Well, I mean,
okay.
if
They
you-
just wash their ass in the drinking fountains. It's all right. It's all
Well,
good.
if you remember, San Francisco paid what was it, $4 billion for one bathroom, and they were promised 15, and they're not going to get any more.
Yeah, it's like that damn train that they were going to build in California. They've
The
spent
boring
like all those billions of dollars, and what they get, like a
was
mile
Elon
of
Musk.
track or something.
Elon Musk did the boring project where he had the bricks that said boring on it. Remember? And he's drilling a hole to San Francisco. You remember that? Just all of a sudden quit talking about it. Nothing to see here. It was weird.
Yeah, these places look like dumps. I mean, we're supposed to be a civilized society here, but this is an absolute shithole.
I'm
What
glad
we're
it's
looking
cold
at.
so we don't see any underarm hair.
I think we should just fence them all off and let them fucking do each other in. Then you'll end up with one, and then you just take care of that one and call it a day.
Yeah, I agree with that. Why don't they all just move to one city, and they can just have this one city, and because they think they can like magically make the world better, let's just make a city. They can all have it and let them
Act
all
like
move into
fucking
it.
animals and treat you like animals.
Can't leave or travel without checking in because they've got issues with flights and everybody has problems. I mean, that's what a giant concentration camp is. What you just described, and I'm not opposed to it. If we wanted to open up mental institutions again, today would be the perfect day to do so because we have them all in one place. We can catch all of them. All the crazy people are in the same place right now.
Right, just push them all into one little corner.
Living
Even just we don't even need that. Just give them what city we're going to give them? We're going to give them Portland. Sorry, gutters.
No,
Wherever,
they got San Francisco.
No.
San
Seattle,
Francisco.
Portland.
All right, how about an island? How about Epstein Island? Epstein Island. Let's just put them all there.
How about Alcatraz?
Oh well, there we go. We could bring that back too.
Let's see how long they can be vegan in there.
Stop laughing, gutters.
Buddy, I'm in Alcatraz. You have to come get me out. Okay, so I thought of a really funny fake business earlier today. I was like, what if we made Kyle Rittenhouse masks, like the same way people have Nixon masks? You know what I mean? What if we make Kyle Rittenhouse masks so we can walk out in the public and not have to reveal our information to these psychopaths?
As long as we can use the face he made when he started crying in the courtroom.
I agree.
That was funny.
I mean, it kind of was.
He's. I don't I see two different ways about seeing that. He in the position he was in when he did what he did. Of course, most people would have done the same thing. I don't think he was guilty of that, but I don't think he's a hero in any way, shape, or form neither. Yeah, you know what I mean? The whole thing was just weird.
You know what though? Young girls don't have a problem with it at all. So good for him.
Yeah, I mean, anybody in that situation, I mean, I would have done the same thing, but there's a point where you don't put yourself in that situation. And I see both sides. I like to look at things from both sides now. Yeah, not to quote, a hippie song from the 60s, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. There's a whole lot of fucking circle jerking going on all sides. The
That's how
right,
they-
man. The right, man. They're a bunch of fucking retards on Twitter, most of them.
Well,
Yeah, so many people have turned into grifters on,
There's a lot of bots
on
on
X.
There's not a lot of liberal people that you meet, like actually talk to in spaces or develop a relationship with. So these bots are like, I don't know if the algorithm keeps us separated from them, but I don't think that these are actually liberal people. I think that the point of the bots was always to try to convince us that we are part of the minority of the population, when in reality we're the majority. It's to try to like influence us and like get us to like fight with our families and stuff. Those are all bots. Elon Musk has done nothing to get rid of the bot problem on X. Facebook still has a whole bunch of bots too. So the bot thing's a real problem. Those are not people that feel that way. Those are robots responding to your stuff to try to make you feel like shit because they're fucking doom scrolling. They're trying to fuck with you.
One of the things like you can notice on X, like a whole lot of people start. I'm not going to name any names because I do like some people and stuff like that, but a lot of people on X, they started out, they were doing this. Now they're getting paid, and they're nothing but clickbait now. Like everything they do is fucking clickbait, and it's not even. It's annoying, and it's ungenuine. It's not.
Aren't you glad they tell you exactly who they are, so you don't have to pay any attention to them? Just unfollow them.
Right. No, and I don't. I've muted a lot of those people already, but there's so many. And like LW, you were saying, I think it was last night, you were saying that it's beginning to be just like the thing that the left used to do, where you'll see the same tweet coming out from 3 or 4 people, exact same thing, and these are
word for word paragraph. Yeah.
I mean, they're doing the same thing because now they're getting paid for the reactions and the blah blah blah. They just tweet and they'll sit there and bitch about, oh, my shit's down and my views are down and blah blah blah, and I think I'm getting and all these little people out there are just basically, like I said the other night, throwing it's like you're throwing a note in a bottle into a black hole, and if anybody sees it, but the only people being seen are these big people that are getting paid, and that's really annoying.
Well, here's the thing. It's been everywhere. YouTube, we had a period of time where everybody was arguing with each other. We had all these tight groups of friends, and all of a sudden everybody's a ghost town, and like everyone's fighting with each other. Remember all that stuff? And then it turns out like that person's like weird, and like everyone's fighting and stuff. Like all that's gone through every single social group or whatever. What's important is the people that are left in the aftermath, the people that you can actually connect with. I've seen everybody leave a bunch of apps, and go to the new thing or go to the next thing. YouTube is in danger of losing their market share. TikTok's a real danger to their money, and they're realizing that the censor thing, Rumble, is now coming up behind them. By the way, that's owned by the same guy that owns
Locals.
Mm-hmm. So Rumble's coming up behind them, and they got the algorithm right, but they don't have the youth, and they don't have the left anymore. So YouTube's got to like change the way they're doing stuff, and you've already seen that they've already pulled back on a lot of the censorship stuff. They've got some shakeups that they've had within their staff. YouTube is not going anywhere, but what I've noticed is a whole group of people that were around for like 2 years gone. They're all gone. It's just me and you and like a couple other people that are your friend group after like 6 years.
Wait. Travels has friends.
Yeah, I did. I wish I knew what it was like. I do want to say this. Troy V. He says, the best thing I've done is turn off the network news. Anger levels went down and I no longer feel the need to hate someone for having their own opinions. Right. That divide shit the networks do is nuts. That's 100% right there. All they do is completely and totally divide people and make everybody's life. If you sit there and watch mainstream media, you'll go insane. You will go insane and you'll hate everybody. I agree with you, Troy V. I never watched that. I haven't watched a news channel in 2 years.
Well, I won't be manipulated, even if I do.
But it's irritating. But you see how many, like, a lot of these older people and a lot of these things, that's all they do. They sit there and watch that all the time, and they're just being brainwashed. And if you believe that, like if you go overseas and you watch the news, you'd think America was burning to the fucking ground, like the whole country.
So let them think that. They have no power here, so. I love how Sky News in Australia is the best place to get news about America from. They're the only network that seems to tell at least most of the truth,
She's right. It actually is better than any Fox News or MS, any of the mainstream. Sky News is a lot better.
Wait, isn't
Fox
Sky
News
News
better
owned by
than
Fox though?
Is it owned by Fox? I
think
don't,
it
I
is.
don't know.
Somebody fact check me on that, and then I'll call you fake news.
You are fake news.
But these fucking back to the Twitter thing. It's just as bad. I mean, a lot of these gatekeepers on. I mean, I fucking voted for Trump, but it doesn't mean I have to agree with everything he fucking does. But these gatekeepers, like, well, you're not real MAGA. We should. And you get all these fucking shut up.
So I'm not MAGA, never was MAGA, but I am really losing my faith in this administration right now. I am really losing it, and I give every president that comes in the benefit of the doubt. This one's losing me.
Barely. And he hasn't even had his whole cabinet in for 2 months.
Yeah, it's not. This is not a good perception. This whole Israel thing's not a good perception. The fact that you can't, you promised to stop the war, which I knew is out of his hands over.
Wait. Why are we concerned about other countries? Who fucking cares about them other countries?
Because we got drug into this shit. I want out of it.
We'll get
I
out
want
of it.
out of it.
Calm down.
Just take time.
But
Yeah,
who
nobody
cares
get
about
upset.
other countries? Why not worry about our own country? We're in
No,
a
I agree.
world to hurt.
I just want out of all that. I want to get away from it.
Well, then you did the right thing. Good for you. You know? But then again, I'm one of those people, if something's trying to control me like that, I'm going to figure out why I'm letting it control me, and then I'm going to get that under control instead of letting something else control me. I'm going to control what I watch, and I'm going to control what I think about it. Not some, news company or some people that are paying for, commercials. What are you digging to China? What are you doing back there, buddy?
Found your Coke bag.
No, I have a little donut he sleeps in. It's like a fluffy bed. Yeah, but
Okay. So the other day I was out there, I was weed eating out in the yard, and out of nowhere this fucking possum comes up, and I was out there, so I was working on the weed. It wouldn't work. Blah blah blah. So I had to sit there, and I was redoing the carburetor. So I had this little cup of gas underneath the carburetor, and this fucking pot. I turn around and go back after I started the weed eater. I was going to take the gas and dump it in the fire pit, to do that. Next thing I know, this fucking possum is over there and walks up to the goddamn gas and starts drinking it.
Like Zoolander?
Yeah. Sitting there larping up the gas at this little thing. Next thing, the goddamn thing, it just started fucking running.
Oh, because they add an additive to it.
Well, I have no idea. But next thing I know, it starts. The fucking thing was running around the goddamn yard in circles, fucking, just boom, and then all of a sudden it just fucking fell over.
Maybe it caught COVID.
Yeah, I don't know.
It sounds like you let someone with rabies in your house.
So basically, you killed a possum. We get it.
No, it ran out of gas.
Have I told you my new favorite? This might be my favorite joke of all time. My new favorite joke of all time. ITF.
What's that?
What's the difference between a baby and a kilo of cocaine?
Oh, I have no idea.
Eric Clapton would never throw a kilo of cocaine out of a window.
Oh.
Much less write a song.
Oh, no.
Wow.
By the way, Michael Jackson.
Bad jokes. You
Out of
gotta
a
love
window.
them.
Still alive. He's doing great. All three of his kids are alive. I'm just saying.
Remember when Michael Jackson hung that baby over the thing? That was.
That's what I was saying. By the way, Blanket is alive and well. Unlike Eric Clapton's kid. Dixon. They were into some. They're in a whole occult weird stuff that came out of the Laurel Canyon. So you can kiss my ass.
Who was that?
Eric Clapton. Yeah, he's in that whole Laurel Canyon group that with the weird CIA connections and all.
So what do you think, Gutters?
That's a great name, by the way. I love it.
What name?
Gutters.
Oh, Gutters Pub. Gutters is awesome. She's super cool. She does a really cool show every Tuesday night. It's a lot of politics, a lot of stuff like that. Super cool show.
Is it just so you can say "see you next Tuesday" every time you hear your show?
Gutters, you with us? Can you explain that? I think. Oh shit, Gutters isn't even with us anymore. Hey, I'll be right back. Y'all hold us down. I think everybody here can, talk enough to hold it down for 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Little dog scratching me out of the leg. Got to go outside to pee. So I'll be right back. I'm going to walk the dog.
No pressure, L-Dub. Oh, now he's gone. All right, Missy, it's just you and I. All right, tell me about your cocaine.
Oh, I'm so ready to do the Missy show. I've been ready.
Let's
all
do it.
day
Let's hear it.
to do the Missy show.
Oh, no. Keep going. Keep going. This is good stuff.
What are we going to talk about today? Medical vaccines and how they fail. Or the fact that I can't bark anymore because of Dr. Fauci.
Wow.
See, I brought my emotional support Democrat with me. By the way, my local gay bar is called Democrats.
That's not
I
surprising.
have to get in there and do some footage of something. Yeah, it's called Democrats. What's awesome is they have this big, because it's a gay club, they have this big, it used to be called Patrick's. They changed it to Democrats in 2018 because they all lost their collective minds. And they have a jar, at the exit of the gay bar or whatever, where you get free condoms, right? But they all say, yours courtesy of Democrats. And then, it has, the abortion information. It's sickening, right? So what I was thinking is, wouldn't it be neat to do a YouTube channel where I do a comparison of Trojan condoms versus the ones you get from Democrats to see which ones work more.
Jesus Christ.
Stress tests of blowing them up with water. Throwing them. I just think it'd be fun,
I mean, your idea of fun and my idea of fun are way different. I don't.
I went outside today.
Oh, you touched grass. Cool.
No, I left. I came out the closet.
Oh. I okay. All right, I see that.
But I came right back in.
Yeah, I don't really see much of these protests really amounting to much, except for a couple broken windows, some graffiti.
It's not even midnight yet in LA.
Yeah, it is. It's 12:12.
People are walking around already with bags for looting with. So it's coming. It's going to be in a couple hours.
Nah, I think that, and I'm like I said, I'm glad this didn't turn into anything.
I would be completely flabbergasted if something doesn't happen. And here's why. Because I said, I spent a big chunk of today doing research on, what happened on this day in history and the people it was connected to. I'm telling you, you got to go look. Just go look up on this day in history, right? Not the Britannica one, but the other one. It says on this day in history. And just look up all the stuff that happened on June 14th throughout history. It's absolutely, it just...
Well, I mean, I see where you're coming from. You're the type of person that does not believe in coincidences. And I completely understand that. You are putting dots together that I haven't even looked at. And I'm not saying that I'm going to go look at it. I am agreeing with what you've done and the research you've done. What I'm saying though is that it's already June 15th now, at least over here on the West Coast. I think this stuff is probably winding down. Just like the last few days, there really hasn't been. There's only been a little bit of discourse, I guess is what I'm saying.
But here's the thing: what just happened in LA, right? Remember what happened in the Summer of Love, right? When, sorry, not LA, excuse me, in Seattle. Remember when the police officers and all just left into the area? You remember what happened, right? That's how we got Chaz, and that's how we got Chop, right? So I predict, my prediction is that Seattle's going to pop off like that, and they're going to do another Occupy or whatever thing, and it's going to get weird.
So I have a counter
I would
argument on this.
I would bet cash money on it.
I have a counter argument with this. I think that the operatives in the Democrat Party or who's organizing these protests, I think that they realize the American people are tired of the anti-American sentiment that they are always pushing. And I think that they're saying, hey, be a little bit more patriotic. Quit trying to destroy all the cities. Now you're going to have a few bad apples out there, but for the most part, I mean, you've seen where they've been pushing the American flags and how they've been saying, hey, you need to put American flags that they're not waving other countries' flags.
Check out what's going on in Seattle right now. You seeing this?
What do we got?
If they all start popping off at the same time, then we'll know it's coordinated, right?
Sure, yeah, but I guess like
so
what I was
doing a live stream with Enrique Torrio. Enrique, I can never say his name right. Enrique Torrio, whatever his name is, the Proud Boys guy, right? We were live streaming him on his behalf, like helping him out, of his interactions in Miami, right? And he had a lady that we had a bullhorn, right? And she was screaming at him and like playing the bullhorn, and like there were people playing kazoos, like trying to talk him down. Like it was a strange scene, you know. And like we were actually a little bit worried about him because we're watching this, right? But he's coming through our space, so we just have his audio coming in from a separate camera, right? And this lady at the end, here's the thing: all of a sudden, like the magic time happened, and everybody just moseyed on off and left. And it was very strange. Like everyone got a cue, like it's time to go eat. Maybe it's just fat people. I don't know, type 2 diabetes. I don't know. But I do know for a fact that like that lady that had the bullhorn that was like up his ass all day, screaming at him all day long, right, and giving him such a hard time, and calling him a racist and a bigot and all these other horrible things, right? She apologized to him, shook his hand, like after everybody like started leaving, right? And she was like, yeah, you know, people aren't as like hardcore as they seem. You know, it's part of the job. And she said that, and we have it on camera. So she apologized to him. A bunch of people we have it all on camera. If you play back the live streams that we've had today on X.
Why are these people flipping this guy off? What is he doing? Is he antagonizing them?
Communicate, I think. I don't know. Not really good with words. Have you seen their spelling?
Just a bunch of flipping off.
Oh,
which one are you talking
about?
Down in Santa Ana.
Oh.
I see smoke in 2 different places. So, like I said, there's no telling what these people are going to do. They're crazy. And I'm telling you, if we reopen all the mental hospitals right now, we could catch a whole bunch of them at once. There's a lot of logistics we can avoid. It must be really awful to be in Antifa in the middle of the summer. It's got to be hot.
Well, I mean, if you're doing it in Seattle or Portland, it doesn't. I mean, it drops down to the 50s at night.
Right in front of the Starbucks. That's going to be great advertisement for them.
Yeah, Southeast Texas really never pops off because it's 92 degrees and 80% humidity at like midnight.
Right. Well, that and plus, you know, a majority of the Texans I've ever met are pretty level-headed. Like, they may not agree on everything, but you don't really have those crazies. Even in Austin, I mean, yes, Austin is basically the Portland of the South, but it's not as bad as Portland.
It's Portland's older, more responsible sibling.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more mature, but it's definitely not as bad. I've been in both places.
Well, Portland's where they jumped the shark. That's where you had a member of Antifa shoot dead a furry in their park.
A furry?
Yeah. A member of Antifa shot and killed a furry in the park. In Portland. You gotta wonder how much of this is toxoplasmosis. You know, because like this is just straight. I mean, I'm dead serious. They all smell like cats. I've seen at least 4 people today that I know beyond the shadow of a pale, like they've got cats in their freezer, definitely. they got meow meow and and mittens that have been in their freezer for years. I'm telling you, these people are not. Look, see the smoke coming out of the sewer? Is that steam? Looks like steam.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Outlaw? How you doing, man? All right, I will. We're not going to keep this running too much longer. Sorry, I just got back. Dog's good. Everything's good. Bunch of Bambi's outside. Outlaw, here's the link if you want to pop up, brother. I do see I love you, man. Yeah, so here's the link if you want to pop up. We're gonna keep this running for another, I don't know, not too much longer. I gotta go to bed soon. But
if you bail, I'll probably reopen something because I invited a bunch of people in, so I don't want to be the asshole that's like, oh well,
Right,
especially
where are they?
names. I don't want to be like the asshole that invites him to something and doesn't,
Who'd you invite in?
I'll tell you later.
Okay, where are they?
Obviously not at these protests. There's a bunch. See, people have loyalty to spaces, and there's a bunch of spaces going on right now. Yeah, so
I haven't done a lot of this. You do that. There's Outlaw. What's up, Outlaw? Let me bring you up here.
Man, I just really want to give them all a bath.
What's up, Outlaw? How you doing?
Oxnard camera. Did you just get knocked out? Hang on. Freeze. Did you just see that? The Oxnard, California, the camera just went black like you got hit.
Which
That was
one?
weird. The 1, 2, 3. Can we just get these numbers? Number 3, the Oxnard, California one. It looked like you just got hit or you passed out. That was weird. Oh, what's going on over there? Hey, can you zoom in on that one or open that one?
I can't zoom in on any of these. I can't do shit.
Yeah.
What's up, Outlaw? How you doing?
What's up, brother?
Yeah, man. So what's going on? What do you think about all this nonsense?
How much do you guys know about the people funding this?
I mean, I saw the list, and it looks like a lot of PACs for Democratic.
George Soros.
Right.
Well, you have like Act Blue. You've got the Bernie Sanders stuff. It's obviously very leaning left.
Walmart's one of them. I've seen Home Depot and Lowe's possibly.
Oh, there's no way Home Depot is. That's an extremely conservative company.
I seen their buckets placed in the shots. It probably was just coincidence, but there's a man named Neville Singham that I did a stream on this probably 2 or 3 nights ago. We had the guys come on, and there was people that were connecting a bunch of this to Neville Singham and Karen Bass. And he's got ties with Chinese communist parties, funding multiple riots over here in the States over the years. So I would probably look there.
Also, remember we never found out who definitively agitated the Summer of Love riots or what happened with January 6th. So there's very much a possibility that these are deep state, hired agents or KS agents. Also, remember when stuff like this is going on, y'all pay attention to what is happening in the news that you're not seeing that's huge and being paid attention to, right? Because they do this this sleight of hand where they'll be like, look here, don't look here. So while everybody's focusing on this stuff, other stuff is happening. You should be paying attention to. Is what I'm saying.
So
how many pedophiles got arrested in the last 3 days?
Well, let's let Outlaw say. What do you?
So some other things, the riot shields, the face mask that they're using, is clearly being given to them by someone funding it. I can't remember who I seen. There was multiple videos I watched, kind of piecing all this together. The riot shields are like of high quality. They're very expensive, and they're coming from somewhere. Let's see. I think they've seen, was it U-Haul trucks or some other trucks coming in, handing this stuff out to the protesters, rioters. They're not protesters. This is all funded and campaigned.
Well, remember, they're the same trucks they used to move those ballots that they.
Right. U-Haul trucks have been used in the past to move a lot of this stuff around. There was pallets of bricks and cinder blocks found. Or where was that at? Somewhere around the block from a lot of these protesters or rioters. So there's a lot of stuff coming out that people are finding out, which means you've got a direct link somewhere to somebody sending it to them to use. Well, these bricks just magically come out of nowhere, and we're just
well. And one thing I'll say about that, I'm not seeing a lot of these brick things, but that I could see that going on with this stuff, but let's be like LW. Now we've talked about this. The LA stuff that started off seemed organic. Now you're seeing these other groups come in. Now you're seeing the return of Antifa, showing up in Denver, showing up in all these other places. There is a little bit of difference there. So
Well, they covered. I forget who it is, but someone. I think it was Julian Dory or whatever. But they covered all these actors. Not actors, I mean, for lack of a better word, all these paid protesters, and they show you all the different protests they've been at over the last 5 years, and like they show you what they do for a living, and they show you like some of the crazy stuff that they've said and done in these protests, and it shows them having different signs. Like it's really neat. They're paid protesters. They're professional protesters. This is what they do for a living. They go from town to town, and it's so interesting how they have like all that stuff organized. I mean, obviously there's someone's a boss, right? Hippies can't organize anything.
I think it was Sargon of Akkad pointed out that they're getting the flags somewhere brand new too, because the flags have creases in them, like they're freshly folded.
You always see that, like when they have these things. It's like, oh, there's the Nazi rally or the blah blah blah. Yeah, the flags, they're fresh out of a damn folded package from. Every one of those things, it always looks like that. It's never the old worn and torn flag or anything. And so many of that, I mean, that's just, it's all psyops going. So you like podcasts coming in here with $10 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. So you light's got a really cool show over there. He does a lot of cool stuff. I love the name So You Light Podcast. He does like those big ladies over there. It's a great show. Say You Light. Love you, man. Thanks so much. Everybody go over there. Crispy just dropped this link. If
I just
you
want to point out real quick, fact, in 1777.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me thank the guy first. Let me finish thanking him.
I'm sorry.
Thank you so much, Say You Light. Really do appreciate you, man. This is for you. There you go, brother. Thank you so much, man. Say You Light. Love you, buddy. Appreciate you. Go ahead now, Missy. Sorry about that.
Oh, she's muted.
Yeah.
I was trying to be polite. I'm sorry. I get excited. It's a different pace over in, where I spend most of my time just in space. So I have to get used to the pace here. So sorry if I'm rude. In 1777, the U.S. Continental Congress, on June 14th, 1777, U.S. Continental Congress adopts the Stars and Stripes flag designed by Francis Hopkinson, replacing the Grand Union flag. That was in 1777. So that's very interesting, the flag thing, right? All the burning of the flags and the disrespect they're given to, our flag right now, considering that it's its birthday too. Kind of messed up.
I'm just back up here. How is it different in spaces? It's like I'm in goddamn 8th grade science class. You got to raise your hand, wait for 45 minutes.
We don't do that. It's called popcorn style, but we all know each other well enough and each other's cadence that like we know when to go and when to stop. And it's just it's an art, it just takes getting to know people that you're with, in a room. So I'm intense. I don't mean to be. I'm not doing it to be an asshole. I'm just I'm a handful, and I've also been caffeinated to hell and back because I've been up all day covering this stuff. So.
Are you sure that's caffeine?
There
Don't make me come out the closet again.
is a podcast called the Liz Wheeler podcast, and she goes into much greater detail about Neville Singham and his ties to Chinese communism and the Communist Party.
Liz Wheeler, wasn't she from OAN?
She was an
Sure.
She was a person that followed Q. And she went on to OAN, and now she's on Rumble, I think. I used to talk to her back in the day. Very nice lady.
There's also a channel called the Green Beret Chronicles, which goes into the fact that we have cartel sleepers in the country right now, recruiting and selling weapons and drugs and fentanyl and all that. He's really good too.
In the last 3 days, they 2,000 children, over 2,000 children, have been rescued from trafficking situations where they never were registered in the United States. They literally don't have any paperwork on these kids at all. They don't know who they belong to. That happened in the last 3 days. These ICE riots, there's been like countless of these ICE raids that have been disrupted by these protesters because they were actually doing a drug raid, not an ICE raid, because they're going after all these traffickers and they're doing it all at once. So it's just pay attention. Like I said, we're going to see a lot of crazy stuff, and it is. I think it is all connected. So this is so you don't see what else is going on.
All right, let me grab her link the podcast she was on with you. Trying to think which one it was.
Yeah, she went through some trauma, dude. Like she had like gang stalkers and all. She went through a hard time. She's stuck in there though. She's still doing it. So good for her.
Big shout out to Crispy Treat in there. She's like dropping all these links, dropping all these things ahead of time. Thank you, Crispy. Really, really do appreciate that.
Thanks, Crispy.
Thank you.
Yeah,
very
Crispy's a hell of a mod. You know,
There you
she
go.
goes in there and does all that. So really appreciate that, Crispy.
Let's see, what else was it? So I gotta say,
Yeah, Liz Wheeler. She's
Oh.
I see that. I mean, she's like a nice lady, but you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, the Walmart thing I haven't looked into yet. I've been seeing videos and suggestions that they have been funding part of this.
She's not the owner of Walmart. She's one of the heiresses. She's one of many heiresses.
Okay. Right.
It's basically like Patty Hearst telling us what to do and then giving people leads.
Yeah.
Completely. Yeah, she's not right. She's dog ugly too. Very unattractive.
Yeah, it was mentioned, and again, I think it was Sargon's take on it. I think it was mentioned that, what did he say? It was it him that said for every 700,000 illegals deported, that's a seat that Democrats lose in the House?
He just released that interview 2 days ago. It's on YouTube. Yep. Sargon and Akkad.
Which that's what a lot of this is. It's Democrat trying to gain power in the Senate and Congress through these illegals because they count the illegals in the census whether they're legal or not.
Well, it doesn't matter in the Senate. You only get 2 senators per state.
So it might just be Congress then.
Yeah, it's congressional districts. You add a representative, you add an electoral college vote. It's disenfranchising other people's from other states' votes when you do that, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Actually, that's not how
Listen,
it's work at
big
all.
important.
That's not how the founding fathers intended that to happen. In 1871, we had the Great Compromise, and they changed it to where the House of Representatives from each state was supposed to elect the 2 senators so they could have federal representation. But what they did is in 1871, when there was no president elected, when they had the compromise in 1871, basically they agreed to pull the militia forces out of, like, South Carolina was occupied from 1861 to, 1871. So they made this big compromise. They elected Taft, right? But part of that was that they also changed that amendment, the 14th Amendment, to, I think it was 14th or 21st. I can't remember. But I have got my Constitution downstairs. But what they did is they changed it to where now senators are elected by the people.
That was changed in the 1950s.
No, that was in 1871.
Pretty sure it's 1950s. Let me look.
Yeah, I'll grab my book. Right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a bad thing though with the census because that really does change. People are like, well, who cares about this or that? But it does change, districts for getting more, more electoral college votes.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of this is. It's they're trying to put more of their people in there to outnumber the Republicans to try to, overbalance the power.
Well, yeah, if you can add millions of people to one district that votes a certain way, well, yeah, there's more electoral votes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that doesn't matter. People should come here legally or not come here. I don't like the whole all this nonsense.
Agreed.
And LW would probably disagree. He likes all the LW going in. LW, he's probably outside smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, they're also suggesting that a lot of these people waving the flags, it looked too one-sided with the Mexican flags being flown, like they were trying to start a riot or what have you. So a lot of them were given the American flags to look like we had a lot of insiders here that wanted to see it, kind of make the picture look a little differently. And
Yeah,
there's
you get a lot of like, there's a lot of bullshit news too. Now, you know, like we were talking about before, when it started out in LA, a different story. It was kind of organic. Now it's spreading in these other things, but even this isn't popping off that much. You've got a little bit of the people being brought in, a whole lot of other people just showing up to stream and to do whatever. It's like we said before, if you just turn the internet service off, half of this would die, because 90% of the people you see are just people holding their phones trying to get content.
Yeah,
True.
content.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, like they could stop this if they would. They could trace where these trucks are coming in. You know,
I mean, look at the people in the bottom middle. I mean, they're just out there dancing, having fun, you know, doing whatever. The people on the top right, they're just walking around dressed in black, looking like a bunch of emo nerds, you know, skinny jeans, and with a bunch of trash around them. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And over here, what do you got? A smoke bomb going off, you know? It's like, this is not, it's stupid.
And the thing about the bricks, maybe it's because I live in a big ass city. I don't know, but I mean, as long as I can remember, you see pallets of. They just dropped.
I was wrong. It was 1913. Sorry, Ildub.
if the thing is, if you've got your mayors, if you've got your police chiefs being told to stand down, if you've got, you know, certain things like that taking place, then this is a bigger coordinated effort than what people realize. That's got to have a lot of people out of the way for this, you know, propaganda to spread. And how many of these protests over the years have we seen, you know, where the cops have been told, "Oh no, don't touch them, stand down." What was that riot? Was it Charleston? Right, Charleston. Was it Charleston 2022 or 2018? I can't remember what year it was.
Oh, it was 2020.
Yeah.
And then, because you have to remember, like, there's the Charleston 9 shooting.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what everyone gets all riled up, right? They get the protests going, right, at like 9 o'clock in the morning, right? By 11 o'clock, everyone's riled up. You got bikers going down there now to like surveil. There's 1,000 people there, right? And you think they're just gonna like go have lunch after that, and like it's all over? Who do you think? Maybe like they're gonna take that and do something else, like go out in the community and like start some shit. So I'm telling you right now, like Charleston, like they're not taking any precautions here, because last time we got all of our shit. I mean, Apple like got raided completely. There was nothing left in the store. It was insane. It was really dangerous, and a lot of people got hurt. So Charleston's not playing with these protests. So you're not doing that.
Yep.
Hey, Missy, did you hear what I said? It was the 17th Amendment, and it was 19.
Yeah, I was mistaken. I wanted to say I was sorry. I got confused. I'm tired. It's been a long.
No, you're fine. I was wrong too. I'm just. Let's meet in the middle and say that we're half right. How's that sound?
Awesome.
Yeah, you know, if you took what you both said and split it in half, you'd probably be right now.
Oh,
Right?
thank you, Solomon. You're so wise.
So do you do like? So do you?
Sorry, I marked that with my voter registration card, which I got changed to say that I'm.
What are you saying there, Outlaw? Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say. So does she do like journalism and keeps up with stuff like this on the journalistic scale, like a channel and all that?
Missy's all over the place. You'll see her all over Twitter, all over, you know, bouncing into all kinds of stuff.
Oh hell yeah, yeah! If you got a link, I'll go sub up.
Yeah, sub her up. It's basically at Frantic Missy on Twitter. Sub her up right there.
But I
Okay.
also have my alt account, which is my alter ego, and that's Dr. Send Feet Pics, and that's under @FranticPissy. So
What?
So
that's a
you're
real
only
thing.
on,
It's a joke. It's a running joke.
Oh, okay.
are you only on Twitter? You're not on YouTube or nothing?
Oh, well, my Instagram account got hacked. You remember that happened, Brennan? My Instagram account got hacked. They used it to steal Alex Stein's passwords, so I don't fuck around with Instagram anymore. I don't. Yeah, I have like an account on there, but it's more like just so my cousins can get in touch with me and stuff. Same thing with Facebook. My DMs are just a shit show of boys that I dated in high school that are trying to get back in touch with me. Not interested. So I don't really do the Facebook thing, and I don't do the Instagram thing. I do Spaces. I do like a lot of like posts on there. I do YouTube stuff where I'm getting back into it more now. But I'm about to start a new channel with a bunch of other people that are kind of the same mindset as myself. And we're going to be doing some interesting stuff. We're going to have like some sketch comedy stuff. We're going to have, fake advice shows. We're going to have songwriting competitions, like where people write songs with AI and stuff. We're going to do a lot of different stuff. And I've got a bunch of people lined up that are content creators, so we can all work together to make that happen.
That sounds like right up my alley. So I'm doing that right now. I'm writing AI songs and different stuff for my channel. And yeah,
Dude.
comedy sounds awesome. Yeah, hell
I
yeah.
got everybody doing that. Everybody on Spaces now to the point where like we're gonna start having competitions like where you have to write an AI song within the space, and then at the end,
Yeah.
you have to, it's gonna get fun.
Sounds like fun. Hell yeah. See, we tried to, I know Traveling Fools and LW knows who Ike is. Seriously podcast.
I like Ike.
Yeah, we used to do a comedy show together on his channel all the time, and then he quit for whatever reason. But
My business partner quit on me too. I've had that happen to me twice.
yeah, we did. We used to do like was it improv, kind of like what Whose Line Is It Anyway is.
And that's what I do. We do a lot of that stuff in X Spaces. Like I said, I host. It's all a joke.
There you
It's
go,
all-
Missy. What is your on Twitter? Or not on Twitter, but on YouTube.
It's at the original Frantic Missy. I think. I don't know. I haven't looked. I don't care.
Yeah, or post it in the chat there. People go sub up to that channel.
Nice.
I guess. I mean, I don't really I don't care.
Yeah, everybody needs to
Well,
go
we're-
too. Everybody needs to go too.
Yeah,
Crispy,
yeah,
Crispy,
yeah,
could you
yeah.
drop? Hang on, Crispy, could you drop LW's in there too? Drop LW's channel out there. Sub up LW as well. That's a new channel. He's building that up. If you're tuning in here, please sub that up as well, and sub up Missy's as well once you drops that link. That would be awesome.
Like I said, most of my stuff is on Twitter, but I mean, we really have a lot of fun in there. So I mean, like, if you are doing what you're doing here, where you don't have to be like on camera, you might as well do it there too. There's a lot of really interesting little like subgroups in there. I think you would be interested in a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm so very recently I got kicked off Facebook for not, right think or wrong think or whatever they want to call it. And I'm mostly on Rumble now because YouTube is going the same way. Of course, we know what it is. I mean, it's a platform they're trying to purge all of us creators off of to make it 24/7 television, right? Kind of like the new Netflix or whatever.
They've actually changed up. Like if you go look at some of their stuff they put out over the last year, YouTube's really changed their course. I think they're trying to change that image. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt, but
No, yeah. They're trying to become the next television and cable. At least
Yeah,
that's
they're
what
trying.
my opinion, right?
Crispy Treat. I did a bunch of podcasts with Action America. It's on Badlands Media under the monogram on Rumble called My America. We did a show called Today's History where every day we went over what happened on that day in history and how it relates to today's current.
That was a good show. What happened to Ash?
She got sued. Remember, she was mentioned by name in the Trump trial.
Yeah, I do
Colorado?
remember that. Yeah.
Well, her lawyer quit. She couldn't find anybody to represent her, so she had to go teach herself the law so she could go defend herself in Colorado because she couldn't get a lawyer that wanted. I mean, everyone wanted her to declare guilty. She's like, I didn't do shit. She's not. My business partner is the one that helped Mike Lindell categorize all that equipment. I didn't know I was gonna be talking stuff. A piece of candy in my mouth. Best breakfast in the world. But what happened was, it's like Ash got mentioned in that Trump trial. So then the prosecutor had to get, but she had to go defend herself because no one could or would defend her. You got to remember at this time when we quit the show, it was January 1st. I think it's 2023 is our last show. We said we're going to come back after Christmas. We had one show, and then she had to quit because she had to go defend herself in court. Ash won across it. She taught herself the law and then beat Trump's prosecutor. I mean, that's my business partner. She used to make 6 figures a year. She doesn't, but now I'm making podcasts with Misty.
Oh, that's awesome.
Some good stuff, though. We have some, what we do is we pick out what happened in this day in history, and then we come up with a clip or a cartoon or a meme or something that would go with it. And she let me pick the clips, so it got really interesting. I tried to see how far I could push, the limits of decency with her. I'm about to start a new one with Gail and my friend Miss Kitty, where we're just going to pull apart documents. We sent in a list of grievances that we did for I think it was 4 days for that one, where we went through the entire World Economic Forum Zero Act and line by line read it out loud and then made a list of grievances as we went along for people to be able to present to their congressman or their senator. So we're going to be doing something like that, but on YouTube and more commercial and the sponsors and stuff. Gail, if anybody can happen, she's a great person to be working with. So that's in the process right now. Then I've got I'm doing a weekly Kill Tony stand-up comedy show where I keep invite people in. So there's a lot of stuff coming. Just this summer is going to be kind of dead, but this fall things are really going to pick up in my channel. So yeah, keep a close eye because you might not know who's going to come through, but I know a lot of people.
Yeah, that'll be super cool. A real quick shout out, Vinyl Pilled. Thanks for the $2 super chat over there on Gutters Pub channel. I don't even think Gutters knows that she is still streaming live from here. She went to bed, but I will definitely make sure that she realizes that you did that. Thanks, Vinyl Pilled. Thanks for supporting Gutters Pub. Yeah, there you go. This is still streaming out on LW's channel. Traveling Fools over here. It's going out on Gutters Pub channel. It's going out on X as well over at Traveling Fools. So thanks a lot, Vinyl Pilled. I will make sure I remind Gutters to make sure she thanks you. So appreciate you. There we go. So I really don't see this going much more as far as this with this protest thing. It's getting kind of late at night, but we're gonna wrap this up soon, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're just filming cars driving by.
Right. I kind of feel like, I wish something would go on. I really don't want anything bad to happen.
So,
you never know. One of these trainees might text and drive and murder somebody and become woman of the year.
Okay, there's trannies there. I like this guy in the skinny jeans that just keeps walking back and forth. And look at this damn, wildebeest right there. We're looking at the top right. I mean, Jesus Christ.
That can't be comfortable.
If she could turn around and we could see her whoopa, then maybe that would be cool. But
How do you?
So we've got. Okay, so as I understand it, we've got protesters that go home and then come back every day. Okay, so who is
a firecracker goes off and this kid about pisses his pants. Sorry, Outlaw, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're all right, man. So my question is, are they being catered to?
Oh well, again, like I said, if you go back and rewatch the live stream we did today, let me see this channel's because I forget. It's brand new with Enrique Torrio and a bunch of other people, where they were actually talking to these people in the street and on. Everybody just all of a sudden got up and left, literally, everybody went to lunch.
Yeah. And
then one of the ladies that was given a really hard time, and I use that term lightly, she had a bullhorn and was screaming in his face and calling him a racist and a fascist and saying that he should be back in jail because he was sentenced to 22 years. He never served. She was just saying some really out of the usual talking points they memorize, it's off of a sheet. And the same chants they do over and over and over again, which again, that's magic. That's legit. That's they're trying to make magic happen. It's weird shit. It's weird occult shit. But she says at the end, so they have all this on camera. She didn't realize we were still recording, but she apologizes to Enrique, right? And she shakes his hand and goes, it's not really as bad as we act like it is.
Yeah.
And then she says it's part of the job. We have it on camera.
Oh.
And then also, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Jimmy Dore. They did an outline. There's all these same people keep showing up for the same events, and we got the last 5 years where everybody's got a camera, and these people get found. The internet does what it internets, you know. And so these people are definitely paid like actors, protesters.
Yeah.
Some of them are professors,
Yeah.
but this is a weird. What's going on behind the scenes? Because this is a weird thing that they're traveling around together and like there's a hidden story there.
Yeah.
Well, there's always more to the story, but yeah, a lot of these people, they're getting paid. You know, a lot of these people they're about to start getting paid again to show up these things. This is going to be another summer of love. This is going to go off all the time, and we'll probably restream more of these again, you know?
I've already heard it mentioned. I can't remember where it was that go ahead and destroy shit. Insurance will pay for it. That was their thing with 2020. Just go ahead, just destroy it.
Let me ask you guys a
And
question.
when insurance pays for it, you know what that does? It makes everybody else's premiums fucking go up. So all us people
Actually,
who
what
had,
it did was when they had all those
it
fires
just
in
keeps
LA,
going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. It's kind of like the hospitals. You know, one of the reasons, not the only reason, they're taking advantage of us, but one of the reasons the hospitals cost so much money is because you have all these people that show up. They're not citizens. They have babies. They have all these things. They go for health care. They do all this stuff in these hospitals. Who pays for it? Well, it comes out of you having to pay higher prices to justify them being able to stay in business.
my favorite is when they go, I didn't do anything wrong. I just went to work and I paid my taxes. They always say that, but I'm like, you don't have a social security number. So wait, did you commit fraud? Like that's not, I mean, just because you live here for 30 years and you work at a car wash,
Well,
doesn't mean, that means you owe us 30 years of taxes.
to
Yeah.
your point, when you don't have a traceable number on you, what's stopping people from figuring out if you come over here and fuck with us, we're gonna bury you?
What do you think the point of the Obama phones ever was?
Mm-hmm.
So that
Yeah.
means that right now, every day people go missing, right? Everyone has a phone. There are more phones than there are people in this world. Okay, everyone has one. Even people that don't have access to toilets have working cell phones and service and the internet. So you're telling me that all these kids come disappearing, right? And they all have phones, and no one finds them again. That's what you're telling me. And you're telling me that most people, everybody's got a phone on them, right? But nobody saw what happened here, and nobody knows. It's very strange. You know, it's very much a control system, and it's one that we invite in.
Yeah. What is it like? Was it 400,000 kids go missing every year or something like that?
Well, you got to factor in some of those are dads, some of those are, misunderstandings. Some of them are runaways, right? When it comes down to it, they're legit just poof, gone off the face of the earth, never seen from or heard from again. 16,000 to 30,000. There's 16,000 serial killers right now that are opening the books in America. They're trying to find who they are. 16,000.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
And if we learn anything from the cartels in Mexico, getting rid of a body is not that hard when you have access to the internet now and you can get all that information.
Right.
So the thing people need to understand more than anything with all of this is this is a movie, this is a show, right? And your opinion about everything doesn't really matter as long as you keep your sanity and you keep your morals and ideals. The rest of this stuff is going to pass, you know?
Yeah.
I don't worry too much about it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, with a society where you have cameras and smartphones and your appliances and cars and all that have cameras everywhere now, and you're telling me that many people goes missing every year. Give me a break.
And that no one caught what happened to Epstein on camera at all.
The cops happen to be
That whole thing, back to the Epstein thing, I mean, that was the biggest bunch of bullshit ever. Anybody that wants to believe, like, okay, well, the normal, officers that were supposed to be there were sick that day, so there were substitute ones. And for some reason, at the exact same time that happens, that all the surveillance just happened to have a glitch and it goes down. And Jesus Christ, I mean, these people think you're stupid. These people absolutely think you're stupid. They just tell you dumb things, and
It's
Cash,
No.
Cash
No,
Patel
it's not that
thinks
they
you're
think that you're
stupid.
stupid. It's not that they think you're stupid. They think that you're stupid.
now
They are.
too.
yeah.
Cash thinks you're stupid right now too.
Well,
Right. I'll be right back. I gotta run. I gotta grab something real quick.
It's the whole okay. The government is not going to incriminate themselves. They're not going to investigate themselves and find themselves guilty.
And they're not going to save you.
Exactly. So you know,
If you can control shit, you don't control shit.
right?
I mean, Pam Bondi is the one that she said she had 10,000 hours of horrible crimes.
Oh, but she's hot. She's allowed.
Timu, right?
No, she's
Technically,
whatever.
Like, what an improvement.
Mm-mm. I mean,
I bet her ass is tight.
yeah. Man, California's going to shit, man.
See, what happened is all these people with type 2 diabetes, and no dads for tomorrow, so they're sad. Their dad went out for a pack of cigarettes. They're looking for their dads. That's what this is.
Mm-hmm.
They're all just looking for their dads up late, and all the fatties couldn't exercise anymore. Went home because they're all overweight and they're all they're all in bad health because they all got like 18 vaccines each. So I'm just saying, this is another reason that this is not lasting as long as it did last time. They're all sick. Look at them.
You know, they've got. I watched a bunch of videos. We did streams on it not long ago about. They've got a homeless crisis right there in LA. What is it? 100 and something thousand people are homeless, living
$1
in.
billion a year. Just
Yeah.
it's just doing that USAID stuff. It's just they're giving money to somebody who's outsourcing to someone else who's outsourcing. By the time it gets to the end person, it's 12 cents on the dollar. And they don't care who's going to bust them. Their buddies that, they're also funneling money at them. It's all money laundering. California's broke not because they're not rich. California's broke because they're getting fucking robbed left and right. The gypsies are in the palace.
Well, you've got cartels that runs that state. I mean, you've got drug pens that are everywhere up north that, grows that shit and then sells it.
The governor's a legit psychopath and the nephew of freaking Nancy Pelosi. So.
Oh yeah. I see people all the time arguing about how California is the best economy. I'm like, McDonald's ain't even wanting to open up there anymore.
Well, that's because McDonald's has a lazy ice cream machine. It's a socialist.
Right. You got businesses, you got people leaving out of there. And I heard, because I got a few people that I know that live in California, they tax you if you leave.
But yeah, people can't move. Well, the thing is, they can move, but they're terrified of the property alone because the people will squat on their property, and it's going to take 12 years to get it back. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
All right, guys. I am shutting this down now. So
in trouble?
No, not at all. I just went and grabbed a pack of cigarettes out of the car. But I am going to shut this down. It's getting late. It is. We got to bounce out of here.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we do appreciate everybody who has tuned in tonight.
If she's standing over you, blink twice if you're being
right. No, we do appreciate everybody who has tuned in here tonight. It has been great. A whole lot of fun. But everybody out there, thanks so much. Have a great night. And we'll be back. And we'll hang out here in the back chat here for a minute too. And, have a good time. So, let me see if I can do something here real fast. How do I do this? Anybody got any last words or anything? Yeah.
Nah, just.
All right. Thanks everybody that tuned in. Really appreciate all of y'all.
If she
Have a
hits you
great
with
night.
the shoe, I'm sorry.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, it's been fun.